All right, I'm starting kind of late, but shout out to Brian Custer once again with the Last Stand podcast. Y'all got to get over there if y'all haven't and subscribe to the Last Stand podcast. I'm kind of doing this on the move, linking up with my bro. So we chop it up and give y'all my thoughts on the recent interview that was uploaded with Keith Thurman and talking about the current state of his career and a lot of stuff that's going on as far as his plans and who he's wants to face, all of that kind of stuff. But all I will tell you is losses are good in the sport of boxing. I mean, I appreciate losses in the sport of boxing because you see the real come out of people. I seen the absolute real come out of Keith in that interview. And that loss has put this man in a whole different focus. And I think we're going to see a whole different type of animal in that ring. And Keith, he wants the smoke. He wants the smoke. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Hit that like button. And Grand Rising is early. But yeah, y'all hit up that channels tab. Check out the content. Subscribe to those fellas there. And but this is what my bad, y'all. This is what we this is why 147 division was exciting at one point. Is because of this dude was always up for the big fights. He welcomed all the big fights. And as a boxing fan, a lot of people was frustrated with Keith Thurman. We didn't want to accept the fact that, oh no, this guy ain't no way he got injuries. Ain't no way he just ducking this and ducking that. But when you actually look at it, what did he duck? Because he unified with Danny. That be the frustration with us fans sometimes. We get emotional because this person can be dominating and doing such a good job to hold up the torch for boxing. And let's be honest, Keith was really holding up the torch for the welterweight division for a while. Be real. Thurman fans, let's get y'all come through. Come through, Thurman fans. Come through. This is our time. Let's get it. But he unified with Danny. He had the surgery after. He's even produced evidence that he had the real injury. But the guy went from back to back to back tough fights, had to get surgery, came back, hand wasn't even 100%, but still fought Lopez and Manny Pacquiao. So, and then he addressed all the questions that they had about the ducking of Errol Spence and this, that, and the third. But the bottom line is, man, the dude has been, you can't, I mean, it was a Manny Pacquiao fight. It was a legendary fight he jumped at. And Errol Spence at that particular time, and still do, has a lot of fans, a lot of support, and they wanted to be, if Errol Spence wanted, the fans wanted. You know, Errol Spence is the guy now, but he talked about that fight that's coming up with Danny and Errol Spence. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the same stuff we've been saying on this side. We concerned. We're very concerned. Oh, that's my bro text me. What's good, bro? Santos. But we just concerned about them shots that he going to get hit with. Danny's not Sean Porter, but Danny is Danny. And any person can get, rocked in there. And when they asked him, once again, Keith Thurman confirmed it. Once again, when the fans asked who was the hardest puncher you've been in there with, His top three that he named was Diego Chavez, Manny Pacquiao, and Danny Garcia. Okay. He said, you don't want it on the chin. That's what Keith Thurman said. He said he felt how the pressure on his elbow or some shit or his shoulder. He was like, trust me, that ain't something you want on your chin. So when he was asked about the Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia, that was one of his concerns. Like, don't get hit on the chin, bro. Please don't do that. And don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of Errol Spence too. Like I'm liking the new mentality of this Errol Spence now, and I wish him the best. But see, I could be a fan of Errol Spence. I could be a fan of Keith Thurman. I could be a fan of Bud Crawford. And speaking of Bud Crawford, I'm gonna need Bud Crawford to go ahead and send that contract over, because if it ain't nothing else going on, and Keith is saying send the contract, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. This is boxing, bro. This is what we're supposed to be pushing for. The best fights, right? Who wouldn't watch Keith Thurman versus Bud Crawford? I'd rather watch Thurman versus Crawford than Crawford versus Thurman versus Crawford than Crawford versus Brook. I don't want to see that. A broken up Kell Brook with back to back, with back to back losses with Triple G and Spence. Nah. Still got this dude, no. And still struggling between weight classes. Nah. Go ahead and get a full-fledged welterweight, former unified champ on your resume. You talking about, when you get Keith on your resume, you just get props, bro. When you get Keith Thurman on your resume, oh, you did something. At least to me. You know how you can measure how good somebody is? They can fight Sean Porter. You go, oh, okay. Yeah, he not, shoot, he a problem. We seen how Ugas dealt with Sean Porter. Be like, oh, shit, see? Y'all shut that shit up about that Ugas talk. All that casual talk with that Ugas shit, and I've been on it. You know what I mean? But you look at guys like, oh, damn, they can hang with Porter. Can you hang with Keith? Can you do that? Because that's a level above. He already beat him. You know what I'm saying? Keith already beat Sean and Danny. Let's look at who Keith has fought at welterweight, fam. He trying to get all them names, bro. He just came off. He got Danny, Sean. He got the Guerreros and Diego Chavez. Manny, he fought Manny Pacquiao. He got to get that Bud Crawford work. He got to get that Spence work. And with that loss that he already got, oh, it's really on now. It's like, okay, it is what it is. Anybody else? The first person who thought that could beat me, beat me. So anybody else who think they can beat me, come beat me. That's good for boxing, though. All right, hold up, y'all. I'm gonna be on the roll, so just give me 1 second. All right, y'all, my fault. Y'all let me know real quick in the chat. Is there any audio coming through? Is there any audio coming through? Let me know. Let's see what we got in here. Toby, what's going on, man? Martin. Trolls. What's up, Iron Cone? World Boxing Media. What's going on, man? Yeah, but topic today, Keith Thurman. Crawford need to send that contract. Keep letting it be known in the interview that if he this, that, and the other, send the contract and we'll see what it is. So that's one of the things that I said a little earlier, I'd rather see Thurman versus Crawford than Brook versus Crawford. Toby. And it might break up, y'all, because I'm on the road. We got, what's up, ugly cuz? What's going on, man? You switch your profile back. All right. 1-2 Killer, what's up? Drop the link. Hey, where the Keith Thurman fans at, though? Keith Thurman talked about that. He said, I realized I lost some fans, and they jumped to Errol Spence side, or they jumped into the super middleweight, or they went here and went there. But hey, man, one thing we can't hate on, Keith Thurman give us some good fights. So to the ones that want to chime in, hey, also in the description is the source to the interview. But Keith Thurman said he's concerned about Errol Spence and that Danny Garcia work.
Yeah.
What up?
What's up, bro?
What it do?
Well, you know what it do. I ain't no Keith Thurman fan, baby. Definitely not one of them.
Uh-oh,
But I'm
speak on
gonna
it.
say this, Keith. You wanna come back? That's cool, baby. But don't sell wolf tickets, all right? Cause Danny's ready for you, baby. We need that rematch. We need that money, and we need my belt back, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that get back. He gave it up to your son though. Keith Thurman said your son hit the hardest.
Hey, look, we tried to tell Ponytail before, you know what I'm saying? And Danny had to really grab his ponytail in that ring a couple times, you know, and get him in the jaw a couple times in the body. That's why he ran the last 6 rounds, baby. Y'all know what it is. Rematch. Let's go.
Hey, he said it was so easy. He said you was over here complaining about Keith not doing nothing, and he said if I'm doing nothing, you doing negative nothing because I'm winning. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So he said Keith said that. He said Danny Garcia output wasn't good enough. And Angel kept screaming about he's doing nothing, but he said if I'm doing nothing, then your son was doing negative nothing. That's what Keith Thurman said in the interview.
Keith needs to stop spinning rocks in Tibet and put down the flute. All right?
Put down the flute.
Put down the flute.
Hey man, it helped him win all of these fights except for that Manny Pacquiao work.
Yeah, because Manny's about his shit, and he got beat by an old man. You know what I'm saying? There you go. How good is Keith Thurman? He get beat by a 40-year-old guy. All right, come on, man. I go up there and I'll beat Keith Thurman. Let's go, Angel Garcia versus Keith Thurman. I get out of retirement.
He fought a Manny with no vital testing, so
that's right. Only a Queef Thurman would do that. Queef Thurman. There you go.
Queefy, huh? Chief Keef.
Chief Queef Thurman.
Hey, Toby in the chat says, I love to see Bud versus Keith. If Keith is serious, Bud needs to get a contract to him. Yeah, it don't matter if he's serious or not. Go ahead and send the contract, Bud. Just like you sent it to Danny. Just like you have a voluntary defense versus Keith Thurman.
Word. Send that contracting. Get over here.
Yeah. Get him in there.
Get him in there.
I don't know, man. This is gonna be a real test. We're gonna see if Bud Crawford gonna decline this, man. If he's gonna actually just get on some Errol Spence,
It's on me.
Not right
baby.
now.
Not right now, baby.
Yeah.
Not right now, baby.
Yeah. He gonna bring biscuits already. Early.
Nigga, I bring biscuits every single time. Biscuits are an important part of my diet. Shit. What's up, fellas?
What's happening, man? Welcome.
Ain't shit.
Welcome to the Keefy Live. Chief Keef Live.
Chief Keef Live, huh?
Right.
Queefy Live.
Yeah. Hey man, you can't come on, Angel, man. Really, dog. You can't disrespect Chico DeBarge like that, man. It's Chico. Queefy? Queefs are good anyway, so I don't even know. Queefs are good. Anybody dislike queefs?
Oh man.
Hey, Grand Rising, fellas. Welcome to the live stream, man. Grand Rising. Hey, 1-2 Kid, what's good, man?
What's good, man? See, y'all really think that Ponytail really wants this strap? You think he really going for that WBO hair tie? Or you think he just talking shit?
I believe Keith wants to work, and whether he lying or not, I think Bud should call the bluff, bro. Send the contract.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So we can get these guys in the ring.
He looked directly in the camera. He said, "Look, man, just send the contract. If it's like this and whoop-de-whoop, just send the contract." I'm like, "Oh, please do that. Send that contract so we see that fight."
Yeah, I want to see that.
Keith Thurman versus Bud Crawford.
Oh boy. That's gonna be a banger.
Does anybody disagree with that fight happening? Anybody?
Absolutely not. But how the tables have turned, right? You know what I'm saying? It's shit. He just trying to get his strap. He got pushed out. O'Keefe got pushed out the tournament, for the titles in the PBC.
Got pushed out like a damn cat turd out the cat box.
Boy, if that fight happened with Errol Spence and Danny getting ready to get in there, you got the Charlos getting ready to do their thing. If Keith is willing to get in there with Bud Crawford, PBC is back.
Oh boy,
2020 looking big.
Huh?
I said it's looking big. 2020.
It's looking like a very, very crucial comeback for PBC. We're gonna keep it 100 because these are some great fights if it happens.
Oh yeah.
Key word. If it happens. You know what I'm saying? We had these kind of schedules before 2 years ago. And what happens to these schedules? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker getting trouble left and right, doing stupid shit, not wanting to fight, put a contracted amount, silly shit, man. So
yeah,
really go in the ring, fight week, I don't believe it. That
schedule that's a good point.
I'll just go ahead, 1-2. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just saying that's a good point. Like we that's what they like to do. And that goes for all the networks and all the fighters and all the promoters. They all like to just talk about these big fights and how these people is in negotiations and this, that, and the other. But then we just get some duds. They wind up fighting some nobodies. Then we just get back to flaming them.
That's a great fucking fight, though, if it do happen.
Hey, can the promoters make good money off that pay-per-view and everything else? Two networks ESPN and PBC, Fox?
I can't speak for nobody else, but I'm gonna be tuned in if it happens.
If they come
You
down
know,
on the price, it all depends on when it happened. Well, I think if they come down on the price, if they be smart about it and come down on the price, they get more people to tune in who regularly can't really afford fights like that. You know what I mean? I think it'll be a smash. But if they charge a motherfuckers 80 or whatever like that, I ain't really got it doing nothing. Cause like I said
wait, hold
before,
up.
a lot of
Which
people.
y'all talking about, Charlos?
No, I'm talking about Keith and Bud, right? Because it will be a pay per
Yeah,
view,
that's
right?
a yeah. I'd pay for
Keith and
that shit.
Bud.
I
So,
watch that
Rocket, you
shit.
don't
Yeah,
think
no,
it'll do good?
no. What I'm saying is, if I don't think it'll do good in this current state of time, like as far as like if they have like a heavy price on it, like a $80, 90, whatever the fuck they be charging for these fucking fights. You know what I mean? I think if they do it like that, then I don't really think it'll really do all that great in my opinion. Because my bad, y'all, it's a truck on my back. But yeah, I don't think it'll do all that great because you know what I mean. A lot of people out here struggling and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Motherfuckers got worry about bills and shit, and uh, fucking politicians taking
So,
time and shit, bullshitting
what's a
around.
bigger fight? What's a bigger fight? The Errol Spence versus Danny, or Bud Crawford and Keith Thurman? What's a
Bud
bigger?
and Keith, Bud and Keith is bigger.
So that's gonna be on pay per view. So the Spence and Danny's on pay per view. You think the Bud and Keith would do better numbers?
Bud and Keith, I think so. I think so.
That's saying something. We know Danny is a pretty big name, he's pretty popular, but
Yeah,
we're
Keith
looking at
coming
the
off that
magnitude
Pacquiao fight though. Keith
coming
coming off
off the
that Pacquiao
Pacquiao
fight.
fight and looking at the magnitude of the fight. We're talking about a top pound for pound versus former two-time.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a big deal about what people got right now. Because I mean, boxing was at its biggest when people was broke. You know, so I mean,
Nah,
I don't
but
think.
one two, you like for real, like bro, it's coronavirus, bro. This ain't before coronavirus and post coronavirus, bro. It's two different things, bro. For
I
real,
don't
it's
know.
two different
I don't.
things.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Nah, I do know. I do know. I'm telling you, it is.
Nah,
I
For
don't know,
real.
man.
you
hey,
don't
man, we
think
got
it,
the little,
Rocket? I
we
think
got
it'll
the.
do good. I think it'll
Yeah, I
do
think
good.
it'll do good too. And I think
So
that's one
it's
of the
gonna be
reasons
good.
why. I think that's one of the reasons why boxing is where it's at today, is because these guys ain't mixing it up with one another, and that's why
Right.
people ain't tuning into
That's gonna
boxing.
bring
Eh,
boxing back,
Right. All
Hey,
these big fights are
question,
gonna bring.
but it's gonna really
question, real quick, right? How much
what?
is UFC charging for their fights?
Say what?
If anybody knows, how much is UFC charging for their fights? If they're even charging?
That don't matter. I mean, this is boxing though.
No, no, no,
So
no. I'm asking
boxing,
a question. I'm asking a question. Like that. Okay, it don't matter to you, but I
I don't
still
watch
want somebody to
UFC.
answer my question.
My honest
Anybody. It
answer,
don't
I
have to
don't
be
know.
you. Yeah,
I don't know.
anybody in the chat. Anybody. Because I think they're charging less. I think, and I heard that they're doing good numbers.
But what is it? What does that got to do with it? You think it's gonna affect the numbers of boxing because the
What
UFC?
UFC? No, no,
Yeah.
fuck
Why did you bring it up?
UFC. I'm just talking, bro. Relax, black. Okay, all right, relax. Don't come for me, bro.
Oh, I am
All I'm
relaxing. Just
saying
asking you.
is,
What's the point of bringing it up?
yeah, you frothing out of the mouth right now. Calm, relax. All I'm saying is
Y'all
that
niggas that
I think it's smart, huh?
just a question, dog. So you're taking it the wrong way. I'm saying you brought it up. The question of what their numbers are. I'm like, well, does that have anything to do with the Bud Crawford and Keith Thurman numbers? Is it going to affect it or something or
No,
what?
no. UFC has nothing to do with boxing.
Right.
When I was asking about the price of their fights, because I heard they lessened the price. That's what I heard, and that they're doing good numbers. So I think that's the bright idea is to lessen the fucking price of the fights to keep your
Okay.
numbers good. That's what I'm saying during this coronavirus time, bro. That's all I'm saying. Fuck
Okay. I
UFC.
got you.
UFC ain't got shit to do about boxing. UFC ain't boxing. It ain't better than boxing. That's not what
Right,
I'm
right.
saying.
Of course. That's why
Yeah.
I asked you. I'm like, why you bring it up?
Nah, nah.
But your point is, you think that they should make the prices a little cheaper because of the coronavirus, right? Like
Yeah,
if
that's all I'm saying.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. I was just
Because
trying to
all
get
I'm
an
saying
understanding.
is, yeah, you good, you good. All I'm saying is that, you know what I mean, 1, 2 might not be feeling the effects and all that of the coronavirus and all that, but it's millions of people out there that are. You know what I
No,
Yeah,
no,
mean?
no.
And
That
it
ain't that
could,
ain't that ain't the point that I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make when boxing was at its biggest, there was a lot of people that there was a lot of people struggling, but they would put on good fights, so you would look for the event. That's what I'm trying to say is they're
it's
not
a good
putting out
fucking event.
they're not putting out big fights, or they haven't been um as of norm. So then, and they overcharging for bullshit fights. So that's why people are turning away from boxing. What they need to do is kind of like the point you said, if they drop the pay-per-views down, they'll get more viewers, and once you get more viewers, once you get them locked in, and then everybody starts liking it, then you can up the price from a business standpoint, if that's what we're talking about.
Right.
yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? But I don't know, bro. Because I I just think if they just keep the same fucking price as they would like free Corona, I don't think they'll do that good.
No, I
Because
get what you're saying. That makes sense.
You got taking Corona as a factor. You got taking motherfuckers just got tired of paying for pay per views any damn way. They like fuck that.
Man,
I'ma
I'm
stream
paying
this
for
shit.
that, bro. Rocket, I'm be
No,
real.
no,
I'm paying for that fight.
you are. But
I'm paying
people
for
who
it.
like, you know
Bob,
what?
pay for it.
I ain't. Yeah, yeah. I'm no me like for a fight like that, I would pay for it too. But what I'm saying is that people who found a way to stream it for free, they like, why the fuck would I pay $80 for a fight when I can stream it for free? That don't make sense. You know what I mean?
Well, I
So,
mean, that
you
kind of
know,
shows that like a person don't really support the actual network or the actual fighter if they're gonna just take the free route like that. Like one thing about me, I personally been investing money into boxing. I buy pay-per-views. That's why I feel qualified to speak on this kind of stuff because I'm like into it. So people that look for that route, it's like you're not really supporting the fighter. You're just looking for, you know what I mean? Just a free way to just view it. But I feel like it says something when you can actually put money in somebody's pocket to show that, you know what, I really support what y'all doing. Thank you for this entertainment. Feel me?
nah, I feel you, but you know what I mean? I can't blame nobody. Like people for real fans, for real, bro. I don't really think it's a burden. It's their burden for them to take care of the fight. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that is. I mean, if you do pay for a fight, cool. You know what I mean? That's great. But if motherfuckers like, you know what? I ain't about to pay for this shit.
I mean,
I'm looking at a
that's the
link.
only way. But you
I'm
got to
looking at
think
a
about
link
Rocket.
that's free right now.
Rocket. You got to think about it. If everybody did what you did, we wouldn't get these big fights like that. Think about it. You
What
got
you
to think about it,
mean?
bro. If
What I
everybody
do?
took the free route, think about it. If everybody took the free route, these fighters wouldn't get paid. Therefore, they wouldn't even give us these big fights because they're not getting paid. If people don't buy pay-per-views, bro, they don't give us these big fights. That's the whole point. Everybody can't just take the free route. Otherwise, we're not gonna get the big fights no more.
Who said I
So
take the free route? I don't know what site to go to to fucking watch a free fight. You know what I mean? I don't be paying. I don't like. I got the zone and all that shit, and but I don't really be paying
The fuck
for
was that?
yeah, that's my that's my uncle and shit. What's up, Unc? But yeah, man. I don't be stealing fights and shit, bro. I don't be doing that. Like certain fights, I'll watch and shit. Like if it's important, but that PBC shit and pay per views they be having that
So
they was having, I don't be watching that shit, bro. It gotta be
yeah,
something
29.
important.
so Rocket, the
I
only thing you steal is booty. That's it.
Nah, I don't steal that either. I got it right here with me.
You know, that night. You know,
Oh, I can't even hear you, bro. What you say?
Yeah,
So
it's kind of hard.
you don't do burglar to the wife like burglar, middle of the night burglar.
Booty teeth.
Hell no. Hell no.
Booty burglar.
Shit.
Hey,
They
so
said
Angel.
motherfuckers looking for treasure gotta steal it. Nah, man, I ain't gotta look for it. It's right next to me.
Hey, so Angel, let me ask you a question, bro. How do you feel about if they put it on pay per view, Keith Thurman versus Crawford? Do you think it'll do good? Good numbers?
I think it'll do good numbers, man. I think it really do good numbers because the welterweight division, even though as much as we hate to say it, that it is the deepest division, right? However, it is still the division that Floyd Mayweather has made popular the most money in for boxing, and people are still paying attention to Manny Pacquiao that has a belt, a legit belt now, the super title, and the other champions, and they just want these fights to happen. You know what I mean? And if it has to be a pay per view event where it's going to be 80 or $100, and it's but it's a unified, undisputed, yeah, man, we're gonna pay for that. You know what I mean? Because it's a PBC probably kind of event, ESPN event, or whatever conjunction. So they're gonna charge. It's gonna be a big fight, but at the same time, the whole card has to be worth $80 to $100. It just can't be Keith Thurman on there. You gotta have maybe like a welterweight tournament. Have Danny Garcia and Porter rematch each other. Have Spence fight a tuna. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
No doubt.
Man, I couldn't hear everything he said. That shit was choppy as hell.
Let's make sure, y'all, we keep our audios, the background together. Let me see. If the prices were cheaper, people wouldn't stream the same as they are at the moment, in my opinion. In the UK, people don't stream that much because you get good value. Yeah, yeah.
It's a
Shout out to the
fact.
UK. They got good, affordable prices for their peoples out there. So America need to
That's a
take a
fact.
page from their book.
Yeah. And then when these guys are streaming, that's why they're relying so much on the ticket sales. And then with this corona, that's very difficult to do good business. You know, just a thought.
Repeat that one more time. 1, 2.
I said, with people streaming, these promotional companies and these networks are relying on ticket sales, which is pretty messed
Exactly.
up right now. And it
Right.
makes it a little more difficult to put on these good fights and making
Exactly.
business sense.
Yeah. I'm like, it's kind of hypocritical. Like we can't say we love the sport, but don't really. How are we showing it? If I'm gonna just talk about it, I can't just talk about it and not actually invest no time and money and stuff into it. Been doing that for years. So, I think that I'm really opposed to if you say you love the sport or you really want to see the fight, and you want to be, I feel like you should invest, in it. But if it's not the value that you want to invest in, then okay, don't. I'll catch shit. The Keith versus Manny Pacquiao shit. I just caught it the next day on highlights. But if I really feel strong about it, like, oh, this is a fight I want to see live, then I go pay for it.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly.
You got to put your money where your mouth is. Be
Right.
honest
Yep.
with your damn self. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
because we don't want the sport to die. Like what Black said, if you love the sport, you got to put your money where your mouth is. You want to keep it alive. You got to invest in it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I mean,
little
for you to really solidify yourself as a true boxing fan, somebody who really loves the sport, you had to have at least on your resume. I'd ordered like about 6 pay-per-views in my lifetime, 7 pay-per-views. Like, I know I got a good resume, you know what I mean, of just at least buying big events and say, damn, I know that I bought the Wilder Fury or I bought the, such and such fight, So it's, the Keith versus Danny, or I witnessed the free television of Thurman live, like just to be able to witness big events and say you was a part of that history, that's big. That's like monumental stuff, at least to me. You know what I mean?
It is, and there's ways to go about it if your funds ain't completely correct. So what you do is you say, hey, well, I'm gonna be hosting the fight. Bring the food, bring the alcohol if that's your thing, bring the whatever it is that you do, or just say, hey, man, just chip in a little bit, and then you have the show, and you can watch it in the comfort of your own home, and you have a whole bunch of people with you in the process, and everyone contributes, and the
Right.
fighters are happy, your neighbors are happy, and so are you, because you just basically watch the fight for free. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just all in how you deal with shit.
Yeah, but that's in a perfect world, though, man. You know what I
that
mean?
is
Nobody.
that is in this world.
Nah, that's in a perfect world because ain't nobody like not too many people's gonna want to have fight parties and shit. You may have introverts and shit, don't want to be around people. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. That's in a perfect world. You know what I mean? Like I would do
Yeah,
that, of
Rocket,
course. You know what I mean? But
you need to get around some more positive people, man. You got
For real,
you
bro.
got a lot of negative energy around you, man.
nah, it's not even negative energy, bro. Like you look at it as negative, but
Hey,
what
hey,
I'm
you know
saying is
what, Rocky?
realistic.
You
It's
told us, bro.
realistic though.
You've been in the same place all your life, right?
No, I haven't been in the same place all my life, bro. Like what I said to you before, you talking about when we had the argument, right?
Huh?
You talking about what I told y'all about me growing up? I've been
No,
in the
I
same
thought
place
you
all my
said you
life.
lived in. Oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No, no. What I think what you was referring to as far as me growing up, what I said was my folks didn't do shit. I was just in
I
the
thought you said
hood
you
all the
never
time.
left like the DC area, right? You just been in DC all your life, right?
Oh nah, nah, not. I mean, yeah, the area, yeah, but you know what I mean. Like I just don't. I don't fucking just stay in the house and shit like that. Like I do go out and have fun. I do go places. You know what I mean? But that's just. But what I
We,
where
we
I
know
do
you
want
turn
to
up.
go though, where I do just like want to go to South Africa though. You know what I mean? Which I can do, but nigga is scared of flying planes. So
The
I got
fear of
options.
course.
You know what I mean? I got options and shit, but you know what I mean? You know, but basically what I was saying was it's not. I'm just being realistic, man, because people out here, like, if they don't have to buy the fight, bro, and I'm not excusing it, I'm just stating what it is. You know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna buy the shit if they can get it for free, bro. That's just common sense. You know what I mean? They're not gonna buy the shit. They're gonna fucking stream it. And you know what I mean? Like okay, that's you do what you do. Like I don't be feeling all types of like, oh shit, you fucking up the sport. Like, nah, you know what I mean? That's just human beings, bro. People been doing that
Yeah,
shit
but
forever.
I mean, but
Movies,
it's
all
all
that shit.
it's
Hey,
all
but
in how you look at it, Rocky. It's all
if
in how you look at it, man. Because
yeah,
you could
yeah.
have back in the days we got the DVDs and you could get the bootleg DVDs and all that, right? But then if you go out and buy this shit, then you can showcase this shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You ain't got to worry about your shit freezing up or nothing if you streaming it. If you just go out and buy the pay per view, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody watches it. It's clean on a good big screen, relaxing, chilling around friends and people like that. That's not a perfect world. That's just you know, that's just what it is, man. You know what I mean? I mean, you're saying that's a perfect world, but you saying that that's difficult to do. But you ready to go to South Africa? Like I don't understand. Like you want to go
Bro,
to
bro, I'm not, bro. Stop coming for me, bro. I didn't
I'm
say
not
that's
coming
what I
for you.
would do. I didn't say that's what I would do.
Nah,
I said
exactly. I
people,
ain't coming for you,
people,
Rocky.
period. You are, bro, because you saying you would do this, but you would go to South Africa. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with me? I'm not saying that I was streamed the fight. I didn't say I was streaming the fight for free. I'm talking about other people, bro. That's just
Right,
understanding people.
right.
That's
But
that's
but
that, that's
but
it.
But Rocky, we staying focused on the boxing fans because the reason why people even come to these kind of channels is because they watch boxing. So the ones that actually go to these type of channels and stuff, like these the ones that are the consumers. These are the ones that's actually consuming boxing. So I'm saying for these type of fans, is this a good enough fight for them to consume?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, of
There you
course.
go.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Fuck it.
It's a good fight. Like it's people are going to purchase it. It ain't just one of these regular rinky dink fights that's just like, okay, hell no, I'm not paying money for that. I think this is a fight that's just like it don't matter about what else other fights that they didn't overprice. This is this is my point. This is what I want to say about this year with PBC. They're actually making pay-per-view cards that are actually good competitive fights now. Maybe they learned from the 2019 shit, but it seemed like so far the direction that they're trying to go with, maybe the pandemic helped because it's like, look, we're gonna come back in pay-per-view in a major way, and we got to put some big competitive top level unification fights, big level championship fights. You know, two great stylistic fighters together is looking good, and that's something that I
Right.
would want to consume.
And that's how you
So,
gravitate the casual fan. You know what I mean? That's how you pull them
right,
in. You pull them
and
in
I
by
gotta
putting on big shows, decent fights.
See, for people
right,
like us
we gotta
who
push
love the
that and let
sport,
them know, and we gotta let the fans know like this is something you should put your money into. This kind of a fight right here. This is a top level fight. Two of the best in the weight class. That's what we're supposed to be pushing for anyway. So I'm not going to even talk down or discourage the sales or whatever when it comes to a big level fight like that, because to me, I feel it meets the qualifications as far as the you know, the attraction wise and stylistic wise. It's going to be competitive, man. It's going to be a lot of mystery there. Like shit, you never know. Keith might crack Bud. Bud ain't never been cracked by Keith. Bud might go in there and walk down Keith. We might see Keith get cracked dog like we never seen. We don't know. But it's one of them
yeah,
fights like,
hey,
ooh, can't
bro,
miss.
for niggas like us who love the sport, we're gonna support the shit. You know what I mean? I'm buying it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If they charge
Long as
80, I'm gonna be
we
mad
know
for a little
Rocky,
bit.
as long as we know you're gonna support it.
Right.
Nah, bro, I don't even know why y'all even question that. Of course, I
Okay.
support the shit.
All right. No, you
Like
brought up
I'm gonna tell
other
y'all
people
now
going
though.
streaming. You brought that up, bro.
Yeah.
Right, right. But look, I didn't say I
Yeah.
would do that. I just said
Good.
the
As long as we know
obvious.
you won't do that. We ain't worried about what nobody else gonna do. As long as we
But
know we gonna get it.
I was just talking about as far as the sales and shit, people going stream and shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, the Charlo shit, if they talk about charging twice, bro, I'm not buying any of them motherfuckers. I'm sorry.
You're not buying the Charlo?
I'm not buying no, because they talking about charging you twice
What
Charging
you
what?
mean?
for the Charlo fights,
How they
like
charging twice?
160.
What?
Huh?
Yes, Charles D was on the live the other night when after
Hey, we
what's the
gotta
name
get a
for it?
source for that.
Yeah, Charles D told me about this shit. They looked Black and Brown. They're gonna charge during the intermission. They're gonna charge you like another $60 to $70 because both the
What?
Charlos fighting on the same night. Yeah,
Nah.
yes.
Bro,
No, I'm
get us a
not,
link, Rocket.
I
Get
don't
us a
believe that.
source, bro. We ain't never heard of nothing like that.
bro. I'm telling you, Charles D told me that shit on Black and Brown shit. He looked it up on his laptop, bro. I'm
Yeah,
not
Damn.
lying, bro.
I heard about that too. They said something about
Two pay-per-view
$70 for
prices?
each. $70 each. So it'd be like $140.
That's
Oh,
exactly.
hold on. So you telling me because of this twin beef, you gotta pay separately to watch these niggas? Is that what you trying to tell me? What?
Yeah,
I'm not buying that shit, nigga. I'm not buying that. You got me all the way fucked up. Let me spend one motherfucking 40 on some fucking fights, bro. No booty for me. Fuck
I mean,
you.
how much was Manny and Pacquiao?
Manny and Pacquiao?
Yeah,
Mayweather Pacquiao?
yeah, yeah. That's what I
I
meant.
didn't buy the
Mayweather.
shit. I didn't
I
buy
did.
it.
I forgot, but I'm just curious. How much was it?
I think it was like
Y'all
100, but I
remember?
never bought the shit.
But what I'm trying to say is, now you look at that magnitude of fight, and then you saying the two Charlos fighting. Don't get me wrong. There's some unifications in there. Don't get me wrong. You know the the other fight that Jamal's fighting is a pretty big fight, a fun fight. But $140, if that's the case, yeah, fuck that.
Right, right, exactly. Like what the fuck? And then you already got people out there streaming already, bro. And they see that shit, they gonna be like, oh fuck no. What the fuck I
That's a
look like
lot.
paying 140? I mean, if you got the bread, go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? But if you can only afford a $70 fight or whatever,
Hey, this shit
you
better
know what I
not be
mean?
real, bro. I'll tell you that. $70 per Charlo, that better not be real.
Hey, bro, because I think it's Mel versus Rosario and Maul versus Deryachenko. That's what I think it is. Charles D was telling me about this shit the other night, bro. Swear to
Wait. Yeah,
God.
we know who's fighting, but we didn't know that they was doing some double pay-per-view deal or whatever. Like you got to
Yeah,
pay 2 different. Like, I never
yeah.
heard. So we
These
got to
dumb
get a source,
motherfuckers.
y'all. We
Yeah,
can't confirm that, y'all.
let's
For the
check
ones
it out.
listening in, look, we got to get a legitimate source to back that up. I haven't heard that. The source right now is coming from Rocket. So Rocket, when you produce or when we get that information, we try to get it to you. I'll look it up after the live.
Rocket
And I got that word of
That's
mouth,
crazy.
man. I ain't got no sources. I just got that
Okay,
word of
bro.
mouth.
We got to come with legitimate stuff. That's crazy, dog.
Yeah, but if it's true though, what do y'all
If it's
think?
true, I'm not. If it's true, I'm not buying not one pay-per-view. That's tripping.
No, you got.
no way,
Hello.
no fucking way. I ain't
That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
this motherfucking ass.
Right.
After I shit, don't like.
I see a article on it now, but it doesn't state the price, so we can't use that.
Yeah, that's what Charles was saying. He said during the intermission they're gonna tell you to pay another how much it cost or whatever, and then you can watch the next one.
Kiss my whole fucking asshole after I take a shit. How about that? The fuck out of here.
Exactly. Get the fuck out of here. Hey dog, I wish I would pay 140 for that shit.
You can get 140 and suck it out my ass, Al Heyman. Fuck you.
The fuck for y'all two. What the fuck, man? Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck who it was charging 140. I don't give a fuck if it was Mayweather, Bud. I don't give a fuck. I'm not paying that shit. 140 for what? Shh. Got me all the way fucked up.
Fuck all you.
Anybody looking that shit up?
Yeah, I've been looking it up, but it must just be rumored because I'm not seeing anything in particular stating the amount of money that has to be paid. That I am not seeing. If anybody else finds an article, please let us know, and please drop the link. We need answers. We need answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad, y'all.
Sway, remember Kayon that on the slave.
Hey Charles, there you go, Charles. Hey Charles, you the one that told me about the motherfucking Charlo shit, bro.
Charles, get your ass up here, dog.
Hey, bring
Get
your
your ass up here, bro. You ain't sleep yet, nigga.
Hey, we got some little niggas in the back. Hey, bring their ass on up here then. Shit.
Get your ass up here, Lo.
Get up here.
Hey, I'm about to drop the link right now, Charles. Get up here, bro. We on the move. I'm on the move, but the homie's holding it down.
Bring your ass here, boy. For real.
Right. Get your ass over here, DC. Speaking of DC, we got Rocket on here trying to discourage niggas from buying pay-per-views and shit for good fights. Fuck.
Man, I'm not trying to discourage nobody, man. God damn, these niggas trolling and shit.
We got to put this nigga on UD. Hey, we gotta put this nigga on UDC probation, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Just for having an opinion? Oh wow.
No, nigga, I'm just saying, dog. We supposed to be supporting these fighters, nigga.
I didn't say don't support them. I said I support them. I'm just telling y'all what's real out there in the world, bro. That's all, bro.
No,
Relax.
we respect your other side perspective on it. We fucking with you, dog.
Yeah.
I'm not supporting the dumb shit. That's one thing.
That's me too. I don't support the dumb shit.
We don't support the dumb shit.
I'm not buying no damn pay-per-view of Earl versus Ocampo or some shit. I'm not doing that. Hell no.
Earl versus
What the
what?
fuck? Let's say, for example, Earl versus Ocampo. I don't know. I don't know if that was pay-per-view or not, but
See,
you know
look,
what I mean.
and that's what I say. Now the thing about it is, Rocket, like there's a lot of people that feel like how you feel, man. I think that the PBC has given us the last few years, a lot of crap fights on pay-per-view to where it's like we don't even want to fucking waste no money on them motherfuckers because of the bullshit they did in the past. But I don't know, being a real boxing fan, I can forgive the motherfuckers if they gonna give us the right shit. And I'm like, okay, this is what I want to show y'all. Like, this is what we need to be spending our money on. You know what I mean? Like not the
Right.
bullshit like the Campo and Spence and shit like that. Now, I low key disagree with you, Rocket. I think that the Charlos, now if they on the same car together and it's one price, I pay for that because we got a unification
140,
on there. Huh?
140 you pay?
No. I said if
Ooh.
it's one price, just a flat rate, the 70 or whatever, maybe because the unification on there, and then I know that Derenchenko is real work for Charlo. I'll pay for that because that's real competitive work.
Oh
I
no,
pay
I'll
for the
pay for that
quality.
too. I'll pay for that.
Like
Hell
I'm
yeah.
a quality kind of a, I pay for the quality. So to me, I pay for that because it's not like him fighting Hogan or some shit. You know what I mean?
Right. He fighting Derenchenko. I'll pay for that shit too. And the little nigga is fighting Banana. Nigga, I'm paying for that. Hell yeah. Shit. You got
Right.
me
It's just
overly
not.
fucked up.
But we're not paying twin pay per views. Y'all not running
Hell
that shit.
no.
We're not doing that.
Bro, no booty for me for a month, bro, if I pay 140 for a motherfucking fight. Hell no. Oh man. I can see it now. Cold shoulder.
Hey, why Charles ain't coming
Mm.
up though, man? You know he gonna have to get your back because until then, bro, this is you the source of this information, fam.
Hey
Until Charles
Charles,
come up.
man, you gotta break down the prices for the Charlo fight coming up, bro.
Yeah, cause y'all,
Look
y'all,
at
y'all, y'all on some
us.
boo and beauty shop shit right now with your own sources shit. I am own source.
The source from the source. This nigga's source is Charles, so we got to get Charles up here and Charles find out what Charles' source is with this twin pay per view they're trying to get us to pay. Fuck you mean? We ain't playing them type of games, bro.
Double XL. Legit.
Hey
Confirmation.
man, I've been on the move, but shout out to my playback gang. My bad. What's good with y'all? Hit that like, UGC click, channels tab.
Yeah, y'all go get your ass up here.
Charles trying to act like he sleep now. Like, bro, come on, bro. You just got off. Yeah, but I had to do like some extra shit on work. Like, nigga, get your ass up here and defend this nigga Rocky. This double pay-per-view shit.
I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'm
crickets.
looking hard for this. I'm not
Cricket.
seeing anything.
That's what we're gonna find. Crickets. Rocky gonna have to come out. He gonna use somebody else as a source. Like, you know what? I think it was FA or some shit. He gonna use somebody else.
Hell no. It was Charles, bro. Cause I couldn't believe this shit once he said it. I ain't believe this shit. You know what I mean? I was like, hell no. 140 COVID, bro. Hell no. He was adamant about it. He's like, yeah, bro, I'm looking at it. He said you're charging 74 during the intermission. I'm like, what the fuck? And the whole damn panel was talking about that shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah, son. I was asking because I saw the commercial for the shit. That's why I was like, hold on, 70. And then there's an intermission, and then there's the second set of fights. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Where'd you see that at?
When I was watching the fight,
Oh man.
that's how I seen the 70, and I was like, all right, that's cool. And then it was like, yeah, and then card B. I'm like, card B? What the fuck is card B? So I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And then I'm like, yo, am I paying for 2 fucking fights? Because it's 6
Told
of
y'all
them.
niggas.
It's supposed to be 3 on one, 3 on another. It's like a total of 6 fights.
So,
Now, I don't know if they're charging you 70 for the second 3 fights that's on it, but it's the 2 parts to that shit.
so it was like 2 parts and then another 70 for the Cardi B side. All right.
So I'm like, I don't know if they're charging you twice, but the way that they explained it and the way that it looked set up, I'm like,
Oh man.
I'm not doing that shit.
Hey Charles,
Yo,
my bad. I just got back. So you were saying who
yeah,
gave you this
well,
information?
nigga, when I was watching the fight on Saturday.
And they said that they're gonna charge 2 pay-per-views for us to witness these
No,
twins.
well, I don't know if it's twice. It's 6 fights. They's like card A is, Maul, um, Maul versus Chenko and like 2 other fights. And then there's an intermission, and then there's a B. There's the main event. and that's gonna be Charlo Rosario and the other two fights. Now, I was sitting there looking at it from the way that it looked like they was explaining it. You're paying for two separate cards. So if that was the case, I'm like, they're trying to charge you like 69 for one and 69. I was like, if that's the case, I'm not doing that shit. Or else I'm picking and choosing, and I need to see who the two undercards are before I make that decision. If that's the case,
If you order during the fight,
because someone's taking
offer of $59.99.
someone taking an L if you try to charge me twice. So they better clear that shit the fuck up, because I know there's card A and card B.
I'm not saying nothing.
There's an intermission, and I'm like, whoa, wait, hold the fuck up. Okay, that's cool. You got an intermission, but you need
Intermission sounds bad.
y'all need to clear this shit the fuck up. Yeah, like they're saying there's a break. You know what I'm saying? There's card A, intermission, card B.
Are they fighting in two different venues?
No, they're supposed to be fighting in the same fucking
This is
venue.
the stupidest shit I've ever heard of, dog.
It's the
And
most
then when-
confusing shit. Like you might
When
want to
Jamal
clarify this
comes
shit.
out, it's gonna be blue lights, but when Jamal comes out, it's gonna be red lights.
One of these niggas better dye their hair or some
Fish,
shit. They better
blue
be
fish,
something. They better be
big
something.
neck, fatty whack. Give a dog a bone.
Oh man.
My bacon smelling fine. Looking at.
Oh man.
This shit better not be for real, dog. That'll be the flame of shame for the rest of this year, fam.
Nigga, I'm just telling you from what it looked like when I was looking at it. I'm like, okay, these niggas trying to gank me.
Andre,
See, my point is-
started, man. Andre said in the chat, "I'm not paying for shit. Fire stick gang."
See what I'm saying? I told y'all.
You already know.
Goddamn,
I told y'all niggas, man. No, nobody paid for that shit like that. I mean, the only ones who really care about this shit gonna pay for it. I got a fire stick too, but I don't even know how to stream this shit for free. I don't even know how to do.
Maybe if it's a fight I don't care about, I will look for a link or something. But if it's a fight I care about, I'm gonna pay for it.
You gotta have your shit jailbroken, dog.
It is jailbroken, but I just don't have I don't have the what's the name joint. I used to have it. It was called something sport, but where you can get free joints and shit. But I just stopped fucking with it because it's to freeze a lot and shit like that. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Might as well go ahead and pay for the shit. But
I'll drop something in the hangout, nigga, where you can fuck with it.
Oh, Charles, you stream fights too, huh? Where's smoke at now, y'all? I told y'all niggas, man.
If I wasn't paying for it,
allegedly.
One of you niggas get along so well. God damn.
Yeah, stop hating, nigga.
I got you,
ass
Rocky. Nigga, I pay for the fights, but if it's some shit like this, nigga, I keep something on standby. Santos know that one.
Hey, drop that shit, Charles.
I keep a middle finger in the back pocket just in case these motherfuckers spill some bullshit.
Drop that shit, Charles. Hey, dog, these niggas is trying to go like it's trying to chop off my head, bro, earlier, bro.
Hey, real quick, Rocket, ugly cousin in the chat said it's hard out here for a pimp. I'll go watch the fight for free at a bar and order some water.
Shit, I don't know what bar you going to. Is shit going on right now. Shit, you can't even go get you a water on the rocks.
Hey, bro, this is the world we live in, bro. This is the world we live in right now.
Tell them niggas put a lemon on top of your water, nigga, in front.
Because of water on the rocks, and then as soon as somebody get up, take their drink and just pour it in his own shit.
Hey, Toby, go ahead, bro. My bad.
No, I was just looking at that. You about to comment to that?
Yeah, I was about to say, hey, Toby, if it was, I hope it is only 70, because I'll buy the shit.
He said he can't see them charging only 70. What do you mean 6 high-level fights? How many high-level fights on there? We got the Charlo fights. What else is on there that's high-level?
Casamayor is on there. This is why I said I need to see who's on which card.
I thought Tank was gonna be on there at first when they first started announcing the shit, but then I found out that wasn't gonna happen. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hold on, I'll tell you. I'll tell you the card right now. Let me see if I can find card A and card B out this motherfucker with these fucking weirdos with this shit.
You gotta be kidding me, dog. This man giving
No,
us the
serious.
hookup. He said download IBTV app.
Hey, bro, I don't. Oh, okay, all right, cool. But I don't see them doing that, bro. I don't like for real. They gotta be the dumbest motherfuckers on planet Earth to charge 140, bro. Hell
Yeah,
no, man,
I'm gonna flame the hell out of
bro.
that.
Yo,
People
their
cannot afford
promo,
that shit.
their promo, they both got fades. That's how old it is. Like they got them together, some old ass shit. It's like they ain't even talking about how much the shit costs or nothing. I just went to the Showtime app and they not even talking about it. They just saying twin
Have they ever
sensation.
even have the Charlos even been a on the undercard of a pay-per-view?
Who?
The Charlos.
Now I think they be. I think the Charlos they always have them headlining, but non pay per view headlining. You know
But
what I'm
have they even
saying?
been on an undercard of a pay-per-view at all? Like a
I
Deontay
don't know.
Wilder? Have you fought on like a Deontay? Well, Deontay Wilder ain't had that many either, but I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
Like, this is y'all first pay-per-view appearance, and y'all trying to make niggas double up Harlem status?
I
Damn.
don't know, man. And the fact that it's at if they're doing it allegedly, if they're doing it and they're
According to
doing it
Rocky
at the
Charles.
same place, and if they're doing it at the same place, that's ridiculous. They really hit people in the head, man. They're like, and if you get the B side, we'll show you the fight from a different angle.
It's like a competition to see which twin is more popular and shit. To see who's gonna do more.
Well, that's stupid as
Uh,
fuck.
yeah, it is. It is.
I
But you
told
know
y'all.
what?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. 1, 2.
At least we getting these guys getting in there with some stiff competition though,
Yeah, as a boxing
and
fan, that's all you
challenging
care about.
for greatness. So you can't get them. You can't talk trash about them for not stepping up their game because they certainly doing that. So I'm
Okay,
not hating on that. But $140, well, you know what I'm saying? Hey man,
We'll
come
catch you
I'm
on
just
on.
we'll
saying,
catch the
dog.
highlights the next day.
That's all I'm saying is they said 70 card A, and then there's an intermission card B. And I'm like, wait, okay, hold on. Y'all niggas need to give me the price point on both of these because from the way I was looking at this shit, nigga, it looks like I'm paying for two separate fucking cards, like card A 70, card B 70. All
Hey,
right,
fuck what
here
y'all talking
this
about,
is
bro. I'm
here
streaming
it
that
is
shit
right
for
here.
free.
All right, on the Sergey one, it's who's fighting? Brandon Figueroa and Damian Vasquez. And then the other fight is Magladano versus Cruz.
Mm.
And let me see. On the Charlo Rosario joint, it is. Who the fuck is this?
Man, if there ain't no Mayweather or Pacquiao in it, or AJ, or all three, for 140, you better give me nothing but straight fire. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
and on the Rosario joint is Mario Barrios, the young boy. He's nice against Ryan Carl, and then Daniel Roman versus someone to be announced. They don't even got him a fucking opponent, and that's
Hey,
it.
Ugly Cuz said I'll pay to see the Charlos fight each other. That's the only way he'll pay the pay-per-view is if they fight. What
That
if they
shit better
said
be.
that? What if they promoted like, look, man, this would be the biggest pay-per-view if y'all just fight each other? You think they'll do it? They already beefing low key.
Nah, I
Man, I
don't
don't
think they'll
think they'll
fight.
fight each other. That's the
They
purpose.
shouldn't.
They would have fought already because shit. That's the reason one went to 60
That's
because
the
he didn't want to
Brian
worst,
fight his
man.
brother.
Brian Custer was acting like he was at a press conference and shit for a little bit in their last interview. I was like, man, you need to stop trying to promote it like they about to fight.
Yeah, they
Which
mamas ain't gonna
which
Uh,
let that shit
which
happen,
brother
bro.
punches harder? Which brother has the most knockouts? Hey man, you need to chill out, fam. They about
I
to
think
argue
they
that.
had an underlining little issue going on, and it got personal. They brought it out while they were talking. I don't think Custer was helping it any.
He
You
wasn't
know,
helping you, man.
nah, man. So they was already had a little heat between them. You could tell. But I gotta give it to Jamal when it came to that. He was trying to be cool, but Jamel was just
Jamal tried.
Jamel was hot. He's just an angry individual, man.
It just seemed like you know what it is, man. I think what it really is that he don't like the fact that, like, he don't like the idea that people think he made a wrong decision by leaving your boy Rozier. I mean, uh, what's Jamel's trainer name?
Ronnie.
Ronnie Shields.
Shields.
Ronnie,
Because
yeah.
you notice he got that loss with Derrick James, but he was undefeated with Shields, and Jamal brought that up, and he kind of got hot right when he brought that up. He don't like the idea that, like, Jamal's still undefeated. He's WBC champion. Jamel is WBC champion, but he got a loss, and he got that loss with Derrick James. So his little quarrels that he be having towards Shields is just like, well, this dude kind of helped you out, you and your bro, a good part of your career until you started falling in love with the KOs Errol Spence started to get, and you wanted a piece of that action. You like that attention that you get from them KOs.
Well, I think Jamal was just not trying to throw him under the bus. Shields, that is. And I think Jamel, which I think is in the ring, I think he's done more than Jamal. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's just a little fiery about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I think he could have kept that shit with a lid on it until the interview was over and then called his brother up. You know what I'm saying? But they try to get them clicks,
Yeah, Brad Custer, Lil Bill, daddy looking ass, ain't gonna help shit. Motherfucker try to play all cool and shit. The fuck? No, damn well you a journalist like everybody else, nigga. You want the clicks. You want the attention just like everybody else.
He reminded me of that interview on that Mike
shit.
Tyson shit. When dude was like, why would he have a rapist? You know what I'm saying? He like he's just being slick about the shit. That's what these guys get paid to do. So, you know what I mean? You got to know that, especially if y'all brothers, they should know better than to know to get baited into some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's you gotta.
You gotta. The first half of the interview though.
You got a couple of interviewers and shit who don't really cross that line for real. You know what I mean? Like they'll give you like the tough questions, but they won't fucking, you know what I mean, cross a certain line and shit. You know what I mean? Like there's a couple of them. A lot of them, 80%, they'll do anything for that damn dollar. Like Gail King, she'll do any motherfucking thing. Throw Kobe under the bus, all types of shit. You got a couple out there who got a little G code with them. So you know what I mean? It just depends on the person, man. Some people can live with it, some people can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got some people who just don't even give a shit about the sport, you know? Like
Radio
Raheem. This motherfucker said, let them all fucking do it. Yeah, let them all in there and fucking scrap it up. Let them all be on fucking steroids. I'm like, Jesus.
That dude going crazy. He must be going crazy or something, bro. For real. This COVID, man, it exposed a lot of people. For real.
Yep. Hey, man, shit. This that non-testing period kind of had Gary Russell mutating, huh?
Fuck that little big head nigga. This dude talking cash shit.
He talking big.
I'm be honest with you, like, you notice I ain't done no videos on the nigga, but I'm getting tired of seeing that big head ass nigga, dog. I'm getting tired of seeing that nigga, bro.
Get in the ring and fight somebody. Shit.
Tired of seeing that dude, bro. It's like, come on, man.
I'll fight you, Terrence. Man, that boy will beat the goddamn dog shit out you. I wouldn't even know what Gary Russell would look like at 147.
Well, Crawford better not fight that dude, bro.
No, it's stupid. Everyone knows the outcome of that shit.
Not get baited into no bullshit with that little nigga right there.
Let that nigga fight Bachel, Shakur. Let him fight the niggas at 130. He ain't going to 47.
Hey, starve that nigga, man. Starve that nigga.
I like Russell.
Come on, Debo, stall him out.
I'm getting tired of seeing him too, man. He's sitting there knocking guys like Bernard Hopkins and like, come on, man. This dude got 21 title defenses. Like, man, this dude retired when he was like 51 or 52. Like, this dude was fighting top-notch competition his entire life. And if he's trying to give you some advice, man, maybe you should be taking it because you inactive
So
And then a
it's
motherfucker.
yeah, right. I'm just one of the most active fighters. The only time he was inactive is when he was in prison. You know what I mean? And this dude's got
God damn.
look at his resume, man. How you knocking a guy like that and knocking a Bud Crawford? Like, come on, man. Why are you bringing up shit that's happening in sparring, man? You should keep that shit on the low. Have some class about you. And that's what he was kind of known for at one point. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And now he's just like going backwards.
right.
He's
And I
digressing,
like
and I'm
Gary.
like,
I like Gary Russell, but
me
goddamn,
too.
man, he talking
That's
out
the
his
thing about like
ass.
what one two kids just said. Like we liked him for just being really low key, but do handling his business in the ring. You know what I mean? Respectable dude. Now you didn't turn it to somebody else. Like, man, get this, starve that nigga out, man. Starve that nigga.
Nah, I'm
Fuck
cool.
him.
I'd be cool if he was talking cash shit about a division that he's going to fight in.
He cloud chasing, dog. That's it.
This whole I'll fight fucking Bud and fuck. He said somebody else is there. I was like, this nigga is not realistic.
Hey,
Yeah,
dog.
Nigga, them shits are not gonna end right for you.
Hey, I hate to do this. I mean, for the people that I know this guy's already getting scorched on the online, but hey, bro, this motherfucker, man, Raleigh.
Oh fuck
Hey,
that. You already heard me in the hangout, nigga. I was
hey,
pissed.
I forgot I was working yesterday. I couldn't really get to the hangout that much. But man, look, dog. Like I said, I seen this one post fight interview. Somebody was interviewing him, and I ain't gonna give him too much flame. But then that dude was like, they was like, so what do you want to do next? I'll give him a rematch, man. I'll beat his ass again. I'll beat his ass again. I was
Like,
sitting
yo,
there looking like, dog,
you
get this
didn't win the
nigga a
first fight.
mirror, bro.
and you
Yo,
know
I
what
was
else too, man?
hot.
He was like,
Yo,
fuck
shout.
that shit. I'll fight him again. Fuck that shit. I'm like, bro.
Yo, Rolly
Yeah,
is
man.
ass, dog.
I
I was
wasn't even.
hot.
in that ring.
I
Like,
wasn't even watching that fight though, man. Like
Yo, I watched it.
I was watching the Medramov and Walker fight, which was
yeah,
fucking fantastic.
that fight
You,
right there was lit.
yeah, man. Like I had Walker winning until he got knocked out, and then still was allowed to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this dude
Yo,
literally got slept, man. I'm like, this dude was knocked out. This motherfucker could have got a 30 count and still not made it.
30 count.
He could have, man. He
Got
was
30.
buzzed.
He hit him with the Superman punch out of Mike Tyson, bro.
Yeah, he out of you, Kendi, man. He like, how do you get blah? And that motherfucker was buzzed. He was like, I'm still, they were like, you. He was like, are you good? He was like, I'm still dizzy.
Well,
But
that the Street Fighter KO.
oh, hell yeah. But shout out to Walker for getting up and still mixing it up, man. And not the ref though for allowing that shit to continue. But it was still kind of a tight fight, and you got a lot in that fight. You got to see a lot of different things. And shout out to Breakers for being as humble as she was, because you know she was broke. You know what I'm saying? After losing her titles, but she was just like a gracious champion, man. So shout out to her, man. It was you could kind of tell she was ready to retire,
She
but
probably thought about all that shit she was talking about Clarissa. Like, oh shit, let me be humble. Yeah, go ahead and
mm-hmm.
humble down.
That's that pie.
yeah.
Had a
See,
nice
look.
slice of it.
But she's
Hey,
36, man. She couldn't do what she wanted to, and when she was in there boxing, when she was doing what she was supposed to, when she could do it, she looked good. But when she was mixing it up with McCaskill, man, I have to give it. I had McCaskill winning by like one round, and I thought it was a good fight, but I think she deserved to win. I didn't even think she was going to get it, to be honest. I thought they were going to make it a draw, but I was happy that she got it. Eight and
Nigga,
you
I was
just
two.
watched the
surprised that
highlights.
some of the judging in the fucking fight. So that Rolly fight had me hot, nigga.
Was
I
she
was like,
like 8-2, 9-2,
she's
undisputed
not a
champion,
she's 9-2 now with that win.
undisputed, undisputed.
Undisputed, dog. So,
Yeah.
hey man, Flame of Fame to McCaskill. Shout out to Jessica.
Went out there, put it on the line. That's what you're supposed to do.
With 2
Mm-hmm.
losses, she made history and dethroned the first lady.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So what that tell you, man? Don't underestimate nobody with losses coming in.
At all.
Yep.
That's
She
And you
took
know
that's
that
what? She
lady.
probably
Oh,
didn't get paid all that much money either.
she
and
took
she
that
will
lady's
now.
O. She took that lady O and her 4 belts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now
Excuse
she
me.
walking around with like 6, isn't she?
Damn. Because she came up from a smaller weight class, right?
Yeah, I think she was a unified champion there.
She was
Yeah,
at
she
140.
had 2 titles, I believe.
I could be. I do know she was a champion, but I'm just saying she might have been. So she got six titles at 9-2,
Don't matter. She
putting it on
undisputed.
the line, putting it on the
Undisputed
line.
right
Man,
now. It don't matter if she did or didn't. She undisputed right now. She got
Yeah,
both.
man. I'm just
yep.
saying, hell of an accomplishment for putting
And
it
can't
out up
nobody
there on
take
the
that away
line.
from her, man. She can lose her next fight, but she can still say,
On
I've
paper,
touched four
I got it.
belts. I beat
Hmm.
I beat the first lady. I took her all away from her. So
Uh-huh.
you got to put my name up there. What if she's talking about I'm the GOAT? Would she be out here like, no, I'm the GOAT now? Shit, I just beat the first lady, Clarissa. What you talking about?
And she moved up to do it too.
And moved up. I didn't move down to do. I moved up. Ooh,
Black instigating shit.
good little debate, huh? Be like, Carissa go live immediately. Look, let me tell y'all something about her.
Bitch.
She was getting slapped around in the gym when we was coming up. Like,
Mhm.
Oh,
Like,
bring
big
up
back
old shit.
ass,
Now we got to start.
big
Now we
back.
got sparring wars about that shit. Now you can't just
Right.
congratulate Shorty and let her be undisputed. You want to talk some shit now?
Carissa gonna be like, I got footage of her, y'all. Keep talking. I got footage.
Mm-hmm.
She was buzzed in sparring. Watch. I'll show y'all. Keep talking about this quote stuff.
Nah, she
Shit.
got it. But
But to be honest with you, I don't see too many people fucking with Clarissa in the ring though. As much
that's
shit as we
because
give her, she's pretty badass.
she badass, but the competition's also
Oh,
thin
look.
where
You know
she's
what's
at.
so crazy?
All the
Not
competition's in the lower weight classes.
you know what's so crazy? Not to jump off topic, but I seen this notification on my screen from what it say, Little Giant Boxing. You know, we was just talking about the beef between the Charlos. The headline is Jamel Charlo goes off on Big Charlo. Jamal. That's crazy. Now they like it's like the low key promo of the beef that they got. I mean, I already seen it on the Brian Custer interview, but I think a lot of people starting to notice it now.
But
That,
them niggas
that
both got egos, dog. You know they be talking cash shit.
Jamal is not as
Custer just
bad as
played
Jamel
for it.
though.
He played to it like, oh, it's something there. Cause you know them niggas be talking shit in the crib. Yeah, you lost to Harrison. Well, nigga, I'm still undefeated. You know, you probably throw jabs at him and all that little bullshit. Big brother, little brother shit.
But you know what, Jamel? Like once to me, I look at it like the same with AJ. Once you avenge that loss, you good, fam. You ain't gotta really
Yeah,
be hanging it over your head.
Well, first off, after AJ took that loss, he want all the smoke. That fucking pressure's off his shoulders. Some niggas know how to respond. Now niggas want all that smoke. Fuck it, I already lost. So there goes being an undefeated fighter. I might as
you're
well
probably
whoop as
never
much.
gonna see AJ in New York again though.
Oh yeah, he's probably not fighting at the Garden. He's probably gonna burn that shit down. Hey, you want to fight there? No. Put me in the Barclays or some shit. Like, keep me away from the Garden, nigga. This is bad memories.
Bad
Send me
juju.
send me to Abu Dhabi or some shit, Africa, anywhere but in the city. Like that nigga don't want no parts of that shit. But I don't. You know what? That was probably just the pressure of his first fight and all that shit. He probably do alright in the fucking Garden. He'll probably still have that shit fucking with him in the back of his mind. But you trained to fight Big Titty Miller, you got a surprise. I mean, fuck, shit happens. Niggas boxing. But that shit with fucking Rolly, nigga, that shit had me dumb hot. Especially when I heard the scores, I was like, "What fucking fight were these motherfuckers watching?"
Yo, he was getting out slick what I was seeing. Like the
Dude,
times I
the
was tuning
dude
in.
was controlling him with the jab. Like, yo, I swear to God, I gave Rolly maybe 3 rounds.
Every time,
Four of us probably like a swing joint, but no more than that.
every time Broly was trying to get some get back from what I seen, he looked like an old ass mad dude. Like,
Yeah,
he
like I don't
looked
know
all
what's wrong with
shaky
that
and
nigga.
shit.
That
Like,
nigga with
"Ah."
that shit, and then the walking around looking like he constipated because he don't know if that's his ice grill or if the nigga he just looked like he had to take a shit the whole fight. And then the motherfucker he load up on every punch, so he ain't getting nowhere. And that dude Marina had a long ass jab waiting for his ass.
Smooth jab too. He would crack him
Mm-hmm.
and be gone, and this dude be throwing like 3 punches through, and he'd be there,
Mm-hmm.
all shaky and shit. Like, look at him.
Yeah,
Mad,
man.
Mad Hatter, the Mad
Yeah.
Hatter.
And then you know what I'm saying? Rolly ass. He ain't winning no fucking talk about he'll give him a rematch. No, you won't. And then he was like, "Yeah, I'm ready for." You start calling out big names like, "Nigga, no, you're not. You're not ready for those. Stop it. Stop it, Junior. Someone gonna sit your little constipated ass down."
Angry ass dude.
If that's his angry
Angry.
face, if that's his angry face, I can't take him serious, dog. It look like he had to fart. This nigga,
Looked
nigga was
like he was
constipated, nigga.
constipated the whole fight.
Yeah, nigga, eyebrows on. He looked like he was confused. Like, if this your ice grill, nigga, you not scaring nobody. Like, if this is this you trying to intimidate somebody, my nigga, that shit is not working. It's not a go. That shit is terrible.
Yeah, I thought it. From what I'm hearing him, from what I seen him, from what I'm hearing, it sounded like he lost the fight convincingly. You know, so yeah, it is what it is, though.
He ain't convinced shit, nigga. He just solidified what I thought when I saw him fight. I was like, this nigga is wild garbage.
Another hype train with a mad face.
Mm-hmm.
Why you mad?
Well, nigga, right? You need to take a shit. Man, get the fuck out the ring. And he's like he was swinging like he was trying to end that shit. Like fuck this nigga. You gotta get the fuck out of here.
Gotta take shit.
Nigga, I got boo boo. I got a boo boo.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, like shit. That dude showed up, and I ain't even mad at him from walking the fuck out the ring, nigga, because them scorecards was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
They had him. So one of them had him winning by like 4 rounds or some shit. I'm like, nigga, what fight were you watching?
Yeah.
Like seriously.
I think Madrimov gonna take his ass back to the drawing board too, because there
Yeah,
was
that was a
moments
little
in
too.
that fight where he looked he looked beat up until he
Yeah, but
landed that big shot. He looked shot.
he shouldn't have fought old boy anyway, man. That dude had hella experience. This nigga coming in with 5 fucking wins.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
there
me?
was like, yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you now, Angel.
All right, go ahead, keep talking. I'm
I
still
think
listening.
that there were rounds in there where he was just like beat. They were talking about how Walker looked all tired, and I'm like, shit. I'm like, it looks like the tide is turning.
I think what it was, man, they didn't think Walker was that good of a boxer, and Majin got exposed. You know, he doesn't really have that boxing prowess that's been talked about, right? I mean, and then the question is with his power too. A lot of times in the early rounds, he didn't have that. He caught him a couple times, but Walker shook it off. It's not
Yeah,
it's not till he hit him with all his might in the later round where they was both spent out. But it
yeah,
looks like Morph doesn't really fight with a strategy. It seems right. It didn't look like he had a real strategy in there. It looked like he was just trying to really get him out of there and didn't have no game plan as to break his man down. He just wanted to really destroy him in about 3 or 4 rounds, and that's it. And that's not how boxing is.
you know what
Boxing is
else
a
too?
match.
They was also
So
talking about how he uses angles and stuff too, Angel.
I'm not finished. I'm
It
not finished. You cut me off. You cut me off. I'm not finished, man. My thing is, um, Triple G, his managers and stuff, they need to go back to the drawing board with Madronov. Maybe get him a different coach, someone that'll focus on defense and educated, selective uh punch output, right? Not just throwing punches and trying to get the man out of there. Actually hitting key spots on an individual, on your opponent, and breaking them down systematically. We didn't see that. We saw someone who was tired, gassed out, puffing for air, looked like he wanted to get out of there, and just swinging for the fences. And that's exactly what he. So go ahead, man. Go ahead.
well, I was just saying that they kept talking about his footwork and how he was using angles, and then all Walker did was step back, jab him, boom, and he wasn't there for all that fancy shit. When a guy's standing in front of him, that shit's a little easier to do. When a guy's moving around, that it once he had to deal with some sort of movement or somebody with some decent skills, it showed right off the bat that he wasn't all that. You know what I mean? But props to him anyway. He's only like 5 or 6-0. You know what I mean? And he did come through and he did pull off the W. But at the same time, it's like he could, don't buy into the hype, man. Perfect the craft. You know what I mean? Try to master your craft the best you can. You know. So I agree with you on that. The dude definitely needs some work. Can't blow them all out.
Can't blow them all out. Hey, Troy, what up, man? He says, keep looking for a payday. Aren't they all? Let me pull you up here again, fam. They're all looking for a payday. That's a good fight, though. I'm saying Keith versus Bud Crawford. He said he need lab work.
Man, listen, Keith talking out his ass. Fuck him. Until I see him in there.
What are you talking about, Charles? Like, what you mean until you see him in there? What you mean?
Look, he talking all of this. He walking contradiction with this Bud shit, man. Because then one moment he was like, "Yeah, I'll take the fight."
He said, "Send the contract." That's everything that we need to hear. That means Bud, all Bud got to do is send a contract.
Yeah, but also didn't he? Yeah, and didn't he also say, "I'll consider it"? Like, nigga, who are you to consider shit? You don't have a belt.
Yeah,
he did moonwalk his way out of it the last time.
Exactly. Like I said, I believe it when when I see that shit on paper, like it's done, signed, and sealed. I don't want to hear no. Yeah, he can send me a contract and I'll consider it. Like, who the hell are you to consider this shit? Like, you either want the fight or you don't.
Yeah, because when he was talking about Bud last time, he was like, if these 15 things don't happen and these 15 things do happen, then I'll consider it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And then the bullshit was, I'm not even a fan of the sanctioning body of the belt that he holds.
Yeah, but he want that WBO hands high now.
Yeah, but you wanted that WBO when Jeff Horn had it. Because you was trying to get that fight. Now that Bud got it, y'all niggas don't like the WBO. Y'all don't like that belt.
Right.
The belt
but
got
if they changing their energy, like, yo, send that contract. I'm like,
I'll watch it. I'll be all for it.
Watch this shit. Like, fuck. Thank you for stepping up to this man that we thought was the boogeyman, which he still is until one of y'all prove otherwise.
Yes, pretty much.
But I mean, my thing is about Thurman is why back in the day did he want to talk all this craziness when he first got the WBA belt and when Kell Brook was kind of like, hey, let's do this fight unification, and you heard crickets from the Thurman side in PBC. It's crickets, man. Soon as Kell Brook got that belt, the IBF, everybody's like, all right, well, Spencer's gonna fight that guy. Well, really, shit, fuck that. Back then, man, those Spencer, like, what's going on with the unification with Brook and Thurman? And Thurman didn't really want it. It sounded like he didn't want that fight back then. So all I'm saying is, this energy keep bringing. It's not. I don't believe it, and I'm not going to him until I see him in there. All his talk is cheap for me, man. For real, it's cheap. It's been cheap talk since he was calling out Paulie Malignaggi when he fight Carson Jones or something like that to get in contention for an IBF belt or someone else to get in contention. But you calling out Paulie Malignaggi and you better not duck me. That shit was all fucking a ruse, my G. That was to trick people into thinking like he was that dude. When for real, for me, to me, fam, and I know y'all, black you Keith Thurman fam, I was never really into Keith Thurman. I never really believed him because I'm like, he's a good talker, man. Yeah, he's showing proof. Other than that, he's not really about that, fam. Because if he was about that, Jones, he would have fought a Carson Jones back then. He wouldn't have been saying all this popping shit to Paulie Malignaggi. Who the fuck was Paulie Malignaggi back then? With a trinket belt. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't believe Keith Thurman. I'm not going to. And he got his ass pushed by a 40-year-old back now. And I don't give a fuck if he was on roids. He still got his ass.
That's right. Nigga, Angel, he must have kicked sand on you in the sandbox. Let it have that shit, nigga. Let that nigga have that shit.
I never believe in this nigga. Like, damn, shit. Those kind of hoping Keith.
Spin some fucking rocks and go talk to Dear Brother Noopsy. Fuck out of here.
Get him, Santos. Tell him why you mad, son. Santos
Uh,
felt like he
Troy,
felt like he was holding that shit for a minute. He just
Troy
released
said
that shit.
Troy said all this yapping niggas be doing keep going to get stopped. By who? By Crawford?
Keith got to get in the ring. I don't see him doing it.
Come on, man. Hey, look. Okay, look.
Stop by
To
Sean
the
Porter.
defense. Let me say this real quick. Cause y'all bringing the flame of shame to Keith Thurman. Everybody, shout out to him. Equal opportunity flame. But so flame of shame, right? For the I don't know what for whatever y'all feel. He ain't really been doing enough or whatever. But out of the names, right? Let's look at the top names at welterweight. Mine is Manny Pacquiao, because Manny Pacquiao, he's been fighting longer. He's a legend. He got over how many fights? 60 fights? I don't know. But all the other guys, the younger top welterweights, who's giving us more exciting fights? Think about it. We got Crawford, we got Danny, we got Spence, we got Keith, Sean Porter. Who has given us grade A top level entertainment every time they get in there? Who has the most?
Porter, besides fighting August.
Porter has more has the most grade A.
You're saying excited, right? Like win loss,
Like
just a good fight.
like every time they get in there, it giving us top notch work, top notch entertainment. Who has the most you know what I mean?
Well, I wouldn't say he has the most, but if we're going current, yeah, Porter always gets in there. You know you're getting you're getting into a fight when you have.
Right. You always gonna be in a fight with him. So
Yeah,
Porter. Okay, so
you're not gonna just watch him.
who be next in line? As far as the most entertaining fighter, I'll put it like that. We're gonna get the full entertainment value. We're gonna see everything that we need. We're gonna get our entertainment value. We're gonna get our viewer worth. Who's gonna give that to us? Who got the most?
You could put
Who's that guy?
you could put Keith in there too.
I'm just saying.
Put Bud in there.
Yeah, but
But
you
if
put
you,
Keith in there because Keith, Keith
But
talking,
but
he
I'm
oh, you
talking
talking
saying
about just
shit.
the
who's been
PBC?
doing it? Who's been doing it? I'm looking at longevity because we got to think back because y'all shouldn't on them, right? But I remember at one time Keith had the division on his back. He had the division on his back. Matter of fact, he was the one carrying the views for the PBC when they first kicked it off. Do we not remember that? Okay.
Mr. O's got to go and
So
KOs for
Mr.
life, Keith.
O's got to go. So even all of that stuff that don't duck me and all that shit, right? All of that was what brought the attention to the PBC, and kept the welterweight division alive. The guy was going from tough fight after tough fight after tough fight after tough fight until he got hurt, right? And even coming back, he fought Josito Lopez, Robert Garcia fighter, and then he fought Manny Pacquiao, a vet, about testing, but he fought him. And then here we are to this day. He coming off his first loss. You don't think that first loss is going to activate him? Like, fuck it. Well, look it. My O is gone now. Who the next nigga can take it? That's what I'm looking at it like. He like, okay, whatever. The past is the past. I got my ass whooped. I was too comfortable. I got married, all of that shit. But I got 3 more years in me, and I want anybody.
I don't know. It all started with me when him and Sean Porter were gonna fight, and he got whiplash. He had
Right.
micro tears in his neck. Like, yeah. So I mean, at that point, I was like, he don't look like he even really wants this fight. When he didn't have options, he performed well. But when he had options, he always took the easy way out. Is that fair?
Yeah, man. Hey, look.
I could agree with that.
Let me see what they saying in the chat. Hey, shout out to Trav too. My bad, man. I missed him. Drop some videos, bro. It's been a while. He don't be dropping that many videos.
I don't hate nobody, fam.
Young Nip.
Ain't nobody, fam. I don't believe in Keith no more, man. I don't believe what he says, but I definitely don't hate nobody. That's not anything. Ain't no hate. It's just I'm just spitting what I know. And if I'm talking bullshit, go ahead, disprove me, fam. But and I never say he can't fight. He's just not like that with everybody though. Feel me? Like
Yeah,
he
he definitely picks and chooses because it came
Hey, but
down
I'm
to
gonna tell you,
stat.
no. Hold up, Charles. Hold up. Picks and chooses, bro. His resume is what? Second to who?
picked
Yeah.
it when the time was right.
What happened
Hold
with
on, come on. Let's deal with facts.
what happened?
You talking about picking and choosing?
Let's talk about
Let's
that
look at his
energy though.
resume.
When you bring up Spence name and you bring up Bud name, that nigga
No.
energy changes.
Who? Cool. No, yeah. When you want to say, you can bring up them two names that he don't have yet. But other than that, look at everybody else he been in there in the ring with. Let's be real. You got
And
to
that
throw Danny.
and
You got to
Black
throw Sean.
pressure,
You got
Black. That was
Manny.
pressure, Black. When the pressure was applied, that's when they made them fights, Black. Let's be honest, man. Come on, fam. I'm trying to
No,
be
hold on. With the Sean Porter,
all it what it
Deshaun declined the first offer when Keith was trying to get that fight. Let's remember that. So Keith been trying to get that work in with Sean. So let's not do that one because he been wanting that Sean Porter work. And then when Sean was ready, he came and he went up in there and got that fight with Keith. That's just the truth. So we can pull receipts. This is evidence that that man been wanting that Sean Porter work. So it wasn't like it was always he was pressured. I don't see where y'all getting that from.
I don't know. I
Porter,
think that was kind of a pressure fight, man. I don't think he really wanted that fight.
yeah, no,
Well, who
To
Porter?
be honest, yeah. I mean,
the
if
when
if
Porter
so
was
why would he take it then? I mean,
taking a low offer. He was offered the fight, and if Porter didn't say he was like, I don't want it. That's crazy.
so all right, so he was pressured into getting Sean Porter on his resume. So he got Sean Porter.
but he
That's
still got
one.
him there though.
You
He
got
still got
Danny.
him. He got Danny.
Yep.
Okay, and then lost the belts due to inactivity, surgery, whatever. Came
And,
back, Lopez, Manny.
and I don't even
What the
think
fuck are
Danny
you picking and choosing?
and Danny. I think Danny wanted that fight with Keith. He got it. It seemed like Danny got pressured into that fight with Keith. You know what I'm saying? They was putting pressure on him.
No, Keith jumped in the ring on him. How?
Yeah, but who would turn down a Manny fight though?
So that's what states. It's only after it was the pressure, the
Oh, did he
talk.
say Danny or Manny?
No man.
Ain't nobody gonna turn down no Manny fight.
It ain't no
That's
pressure
a
with no Manny fight. You like, please send me the contract.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
That's
a
not pressure.
legacy builder.
Ain't no
Yeah,
pressure
That's what
there.
he's.
I'm talking about Danny Garcia when they was unifying before that fight. It looked like they was pressuring Danny. It looked like Danny didn't want that fight with Thurman. For
He
me,
didn't. I don't think so. I don't think he did either. I agree with you. And I think Thurman wanted that fight. He was salivating at that fight when it came to Danny.
Hey, Toby in the chat says you always know what you're getting with Porter, but Keith entertaining too. That's one thing I would say. Every
Entertaining,
Keith
yeah.
fight I've seen entertainment. No matter what we want to say about it, ponytails, flutes, ducking, changing up his energy, whatever, gambling. When that bell ring, Keith is fucking coming upside your head. That's what I notice every time. So I'm just dealing with the real
I got
shit.
no, I got no problem with his performances.
Y'all know, I don't hold back flame. I flamed the motherfucker for talking shit about Manny and got his ass whooped. I got it on the Trash Talk Gone Wrong series. So, but I'm gonna keep it 100. The dude is entertaining in that ring every time, and I'm tuned in every time he fights. So I'm not gonna act like the dude every time he get in that ring like it's just whatever. It's just mediocre work. No, you getting real work every time Keith is in there. If y'all disagree, you disagree. But when I'm watching boxing, he's one of them guys I like to watch. And if I get to see two of my favorite fighters, Bud and Keith, in the ring at the same time, nigga, where? Sign up, pay per view. Let's get it. I'm watching it. It's not even a question because
Yeah,
I'm
I think
about
we
that
all
work.
agreed on that though. I agreed on that too. I'd like to see the fight.
Hey, Troy said he gonna still get stopped by Bud though. He might, but hopefully he get in there. Pull his card, like send a contract.
that's still a
See,
50-50. People
Yeah,
think that's
but
a 40 fight. It's a 50-50 fight, man. Straight up. Okay, because that one time still
so
got.
look. Oh my bad. Go ahead. My bad.
And we've already seen Bud get touched up by like the likes of Gamboa, Kaviowski, so it's not a form, it's not very far off that a Keith can knock out a Bud and give him more in a fight. He does have that one punch power. It's just a matter of if he's gonna be 100% healthy, you know, in that fight with Bud. Bud stay ready, but when Keith be ready, 100% healthy, will he not break during the fight? That's the
yeah,
question.
yeah.
So with that being said, because just a little bit a while ago, y'all was talking about how this dude picks and chooses, he ain't all that whoop-de-whoop, but yet it's a 50-50 fight with a top pound for pound guy in Bud Crawford. Y'all hearing that? Are y'all hearing that?
Yeah,
You're not.
but he's forced into that fight.
Hold
You're not
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. No, real quick, real quick. I'm not talking about forced and pressure and all of that. We talking about when the bell ring,
skill
right?
for skill for skill. Yeah.
Skill for skill. So
Mhm.
we was talking about y'all was saying it's selective, this picking and choosing, but yet it's a 50-50 fight.
What
So
it's
are we keeping the same energy about this guy? Because,
I
like
didn't
I
say it
said,
was 50-50.
50-50 fight. It's always been a 50-50 fight. It's just that is the difference between there's skills and then there's what's outside and what you're talking outside of the ring and what you're demonstrating outside of the ring and then coming Brett into the ring. You know what I'm saying? And what he has demonstrated isn't in line.
For who?
It doesn't fall in line with superb skills that he has. Nobody's denying that. Keith can fight his fucking ass off, man. I give him that. You absolutely right, and Troy right, and everybody in chat. He is entertaining. But the thing is, when he says things and then does something different, that is the problem. What I think with me than most boxing fans out here is he's not demonstrating and showing what he's talking about. He says some crazy wild shit, and it doesn't add up. And
which is what though?
that
Because
that
what
he
one
that,
thing.
that
Go ahead.
he's the money maker, that he's the it. He's not the it. He's not the money maker. He's not that. He's not the A side like that no more. Bud is the A side, right? Keith Thurman
So
is not.
what is it? Okay.
You know,
So it,
who,
it, it went
who,
from.
who gonna bring in? Who's bringing in the most money?
I don't think Keith is out here acting like he the A side, fam. Not right now. Because if he's saying send a
Oh
contract,
hell
that
no,
means
Black.
that. Go ahead.
Hell yeah, he
Go
acted
ahead,
like
Troy.
the A side. You heard the shit. You heard the shit he told Bud. He said I might consider it. Nigga, you either
Mike
want to fight for a title or you don't.
says shit like that. A narcissistic A side kind of fighter, man. Oh, I
Right.
might
Okay.
consider
Like
it.
I'm
dog,
gonna just
you
tell
don't
y'all.
you're not at the you're not at the table holding them two straps no more, dog. You beltless. You ain't
Got
got
you.
no belt.
Got you. And I agree with y'all with that because I'm dealing with timelines. Like I deal with timelines with certain fighters. So I remember at one point Spence was talking a certain way. I was flaming him. Then he started talking a different way. I'm like, okay, maybe he getting into shit together. I remember Keith was talking like he was on some A side shit at first when after the loss, and now he talking like, look, whatever whoever sent the contract, I'm with the shit. I'm talking about the recent. That's why y'all look at the thumbnail and in the description. I was really speaking off the most recent interview with Brian Custer that I just witnessed this morning. So I know what he said in the
Well, I
past and all of that. Go ahead.
nah, I'm shit. I'll watch the fight if he gonna take it. I want to hear that I'm considering. Anybody could consider fighting somebody.
Well,
Nigga,
in his recent
are
interview,
you are
he
are you or
said
are you
on
not?
camera directly. He said on camera directly in his recent interview, send the contract. That came out of Keith's
All
mouth
right.
to Bud Crawford. So
Well,
I'm only going
Bud
off
ain't got
what's
no
more
dance partner.
prime and recent. Huh?
I said Bud ain't got no dance partner. If Keith
Exactly.
think
That's
he
why
ready to
I'm
go,
like,
he healthy.
this should be a motherfucking a possibility of this fight really happening if Bud has been struggling to get an opponent. Keith is off his first loss and he hungry like to get back and prove that he's still at the top. Why not prove it against the top, one of the top dogs, pound for pound? And is Bud Crawford
All
willing to
right,
accept that challenge right now? That's the real question. Is Bud
Bud should
Crawford
take
willing to
advantage of it.
take that offer right now? Like, accept that possibility, or is he gonna take a lighter touch? Because y'all talk about picking and choosing, right? So if you got a guy who's a former two-time welterweight champ saying send a contract, if Bud Crawford takes, let's say, lighter, less competition, is that picking and choosing?
I would tell him to take the Thurman fight. He was the face of the division. He was the unified champ. You beat him. That shit. That shuts up a lot of shit about who he. Bud hasn't faced anybody, and who has he fought? Well, if he beats Thurman,
Yeah, if you beat Starman, it ain't no question, bro. It ain't really no question about where you are as far as compared to say like I mean, I know Styles make fights, but when you talk about the Porters, the Keiths, the Dannys, because he hasn't fought none of them guys yet, so that at least kind of put everybody's, you know, mentally at a place where like, damn, what he can do to the other ones if he do this to Keith.
and they
All right,
watch them say some shit like that's not the same Keith and yada yada. Keith saying he 100% no injuries, no nothing right now.
No, he said, well, right. When he get back in the ring, it shouldn't be nothing. Really shouldn't be nothing.
Yeah,
But
he don't got
even
no
with
ailments.
right, but if we're gonna be real about it, even with like despite how we say how you looked against Lopez and how we say you looked against Manny Pacquiao, right? When you actually do look at that and break that shit down, if he had all of that going in and he couldn't really use his left hook like how you saying because it wasn't really 100%, the motherfucker, if it wasn't for the knockdown, he would have won the fight. You just got to
No, it
look
was
at
still a close
how they
fight.
scored it. It was still a close fight. So, like how you said, like maybe with him being 100%, and like I say, especially with this loss, to me, I look at it like, man, sometimes that really motivate people. Like, it's that shit is off your back now. You're not worried about the O. Like you say, Charles, everybody O must go. His O is
Yep,
gone.
that pressure's off you. You ain't got
So
that pressure to try to keep that fucking the record on your ass.
that was one of the most key elements you brought to this UDC. Nigga, everybody O must go. And I'm like, damn, it's making these niggas better. Making them more focused. Making
Yep.
them not even be concerned about losing no more. They just going in there for that work.
I ain't got
Yeah,
it no
exactly.
50-50 fight though.
How you got it, 1-2?
65-35. I think
65-35?
yeah, I think it's gonna be a tough fight in the beginning of the fight for Crawford. I think he's gonna have to walk through some fire. He might even get put on his ass, but he's gonna start digging into the body. And I think then Thurman gonna have plenty of ailments after that fight.
And we know, and remember, you talk about this too, 1-2 kid. The way how Bud Crawford is such an underrated body puncher.
Yeah.
So we know
But
Keith.
go to them guts.
I'm telling you, and Keith don't like it to the body. Yeah. And he's relentless with it.
But one thing I do like about Keith though, he honest though.
Yeah.
Like when you listening to him, bro, he honest about his damn self, his mistakes, all of that shit. And he'll literally tell you, like, and one thing about it, after boxing, I think he gonna be okay. They gonna hire that nigga somewhere.
Yeah. He
He could talk some shit with boxing. He gonna be a commentator.
He definitely got to do that because I think I mean, I think like if you looking in the ones that go transition from professional fighter to professional commentator, he gonna be one of them ones that you could probably throw in that list that might go a long way after he retires and just be a dominant force in commentating beyond maybe because Paul is an honest dude too, but I don't know. I think his emotions get the best of him, and he kind of overtalk and say shit that he don't need to say. But
Yo, that would be crazy. What if they bring back Paulie and then have Keith and they at a team all of a sudden, man? That'd be funny as shit. Commentary.
It'll be entertaining, and then we know we're gonna get some real breakdowns, some real motherfuckers that really know what they talking about in there, like for real.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah. He said if he doesn't get Manny or Spence, he should fight Keith. So he's not gonna get Spence, and he's not gonna get Manny.
Right. And I think
so he might as well fight Keith. You
and
gotta
I
fight
think
the next best available.
Keith ain't getting Manny or Spence either.
Nope.
And Porter wants Porter. I don't think Porter wants that. He wants a belt. So
I think Porter trying himself back up in because ain't he's still number one in the WBC, right? He trying to get that back.
Yeah. He's trying to get that Daryl Spence rematch. But hey, Danny might change all the plan. He might get I don't know. He might get Danny instead of Errol. I don't know. Come on, Errol. We gotta see what you can do, brother. I'm wishing him hey man, look. I'm rooting for Errol. I'm rooting for all of them guys, man. I'm just rooting for the division to just come back to the forefront and be great.
To excel.
So whoever win.
Absolutely.
Musical call.
Yeah, fight, motherfucker. Like niggas is calling out Crawford, but because Crawford only want to fight champions. Motherfucker, that's what it's supposed to be about. He trying to get all four.
Yeah, we should just start calling the WBO. We've been offering the fight.
Here, bringing in the Keith musical vibes, flute notes. Let's get it.
You bet not duck
Nigga,
me,
what is
son.
that? Is that a bong or is that really a flute?
That's a man's flute. That's his pan flute.
Oh man!
Damn, this nigga got a whole bamboo stick in his mouth. What the fuck is going on, Keith?
Right. Disrespectful, man. That's
That
a
nigga playing the flute for
multi-talented
like
man.
20 motherfuckers.
He be thinking about combinations when he hitting them notes, man.
That nigga's flute is ridiculous, nigga. That shit look like a horn, nigga. That shit from one of them Lion King motherfuckers.
I'm not gonna have you disrespecting Mr. Thurman, sir.
Oh man.
Hey man,
Hey, are they disrespecting
I wish
Thurman?
that man nothing but
Or
peace and
hey, all right,
prosperity,
bro.
and let him play that flute.
Welcome to this Keith live stream, man. Hey, look, bro.
Mm.
What you think? Is they giving him too much flame, or is this
Well,
flame
Keith,
justified with Keith?
not enough. I think Keith Thurman wasted a lot of people's time when he held them belts hostage. When he was out with
Hold on. But before y'all say that, right? He held the belts hostage. How long did he have the belts after he won it? When
he
he
had
came
that.
unified, what?
He had that WBA belt for a long time. He was stripped of only the WBC. He kept the WBA or something like that, or some crazy shit for a
He already
long
had the
time.
WBA. He defended his WBA for a long time. Okay. He got the WBC and then was stripped right after that of the
How long?
WBC.
Well, let me ask you something. How long was he out with the WBA?
I thought he vacated
The
that
same.
shit.
No.
He had to vacate or some shit.
He had to
Yeah,
vacate the WBC because he had the surgery.
Well, he had that shit for a long time. You know, he's not getting enough. All this, it's
It was a
WB
year. It was a year,
and
y'all. Let's be realistic. It was a year. It was a year, and because of the pressure of Errol Spence, of the the media of Errol Spence, it was like now, hurry up. The motherfucker got the surgery, and he couldn't get back in time. He didn't even get to defend his two straps. That's just
Listen,
true. He didn't even get to defend his belt. So
UBC and Suleiman script him out of WC. Script him, baby.
strip.
Yeah. It's mine, baby.
Forrest and Poly Prejudice. He said he dead out here. I don't want anything from Poly but a fade. What the fuck? Oh shit. He can't get nothing from me but a fade. Rocket says fuck Poly and Robert Garcia. Damn. Why you throw Robert in there? What happened?
Where the fuck did Robert Garcia
Volunteering new
come from?
niggas to the flavor shame.
Well, hey man, if Robert Garcia's in the way, he got to get some.
We gotta bring up old shit. We're gonna bring up the clip when he was telling my daughter, "Get dirty in there, man. Come on, Gino, get dirty." That nigga said he told Mayweather, "That's the same gloves you used against Cotto." Like, nigga, no motherfucking padding in the what the fuck?
The guy out here fighting with socks on his hands.
Those are the gloves that they gave us.
Hey.
Like, yeah, where's
you know what?
where's the rest of the motherfucker?
Minus the padding.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick,
Niggas
shout
just
out to the
gave you
playback.
the leather covering.
Hey, shout out to the playback, but I want to get y'all thoughts real quick on this one, man, because in the interview, Keith, when he got to the part of he was describing who had the most power, he did say his top three was Manny, Danny, and Diego Chavez. He said Diego Chavez really fucked him up. He said that. He said his nose got fucked up. He said he hit him with a 2-punch combination. It was a left hook, right hand. He said he blocked the hook, and then the straight right came down the middle and cracked him in the nose. He said that fucked him up. And then he said later in the round, he got hit. He got clipped on the temple and lost feeling in his big toe. And then he said,
Who said that?
Yeah, Keith.
About
He got punched in the face and lost feeling in
He
his
said
feet.
a lot of people don't know that. He said he had the best poker face because he said Diego Chavez fucked him up real bad. And he said if the nigga would have hit him again, it would have probably been a wrap. But he didn't swing.
He said he lost feeling in his big toe. That was pretty specific.
That nigga said it. He said, I got hit in the temple. I lost the feeling in my big toe. I said, oh shit.
That man is real.
Pinpoint accuracy.
That nigga breaking all the way shit down, nigga. Hey, but he said, but my point is, what I want to make is when he got to Manny Pacquiao, Brian Custer had to cut him off and cut it short because that nigga said, I don't even know if they wrapped his hands. He said it felt like stones, like little stones, man. I was like, what? And this nigga Brian Cuss is like, okay, let's move on. I'm like, nah, nigga, stay on that. Stay on the topic Manny with the
let's talk
stone
about these
hands.
little bricks.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I was like, look, stone pebbles. I'm like, what?
They're throwing rocks at me and shit.
They don't have fight. Yeah.
That nigga started thinking
And he
too
was
much. He was like, I
talking.
don't know if they wrapped his hands. Did they wrap his hands? He was like, okay, let's move on. Let's go, guys. We got to get to another question. Nah, did they wrap his hands?
Let's stay on topic here.
Like, oh, y'all was real A side. No butter, no rap.
Mm-hmm.
Bull crap.
No, nothing.
He said Robert Garcia was defending Paulie, saying Paulie was telling the truth and he shouldn't have been fired. I don't even know what the hell he really said, to be real. But Robert was defending some racist.
Okay.
All right, man. I don't even want to dive into it. Robert, keep training these fighters, man. Stay out of the damn politics and Paulie's business, man. Shit.
Yeah, man. If your ass was at the fight, your man was to that constipated motherfucker. God damn it.
Oh
and
man.
I think he did pretty goddamn well.
Baby.
Black and Brown said y'all see Little Charlo going crazy on Instagram. Oh man. We were just talking about Little Charlo.
He's throwing
A little emotional.
That's a surprise.
Angry.
Emotional guy.
No, angry. He's an angry fella.
Charlo's
He's an angry one.
That nigga's woosah, nigga.
He wake up
He said,
mad and
Charlo.
shit.
Hey, remember
my
I was telling y'all
breakfast
about the headline I got. So that's what he's talking about, because I saw the headline, something about Jamel goes off on Big Charlo, or Big Brother Jamal. So he said Charlo's gonna end up fighting one day. Man, Jamel gonna get stopped.
Yeah.
Them niggas is probably beefing after that fucking interview. Is that really how you felt, nigga? Them niggas probably fought after the interview.
Black and Brown, if you want to come up and just drop some flame off real quick, you can, bro. If you want to drop some flame and shame on Lil Charlo and leave, it's up to you. Because we don't know nothing about it.
Bring your ass up here,
Bring your ass up here, dog. Roger said, I've been peeping Rob for a minute. I gave him and Mikey a pass for that Donkey Kong shit, but I ain't fucking with Holmes. Yeah, it is kind of been a collective. Really what it is they more of what you call it? Like the Mexican pride. Like I noticed that with him. Like it don't matter if the fighter if he's Mexican and even if he's outmatched, he gonna pick the Mexican because he's Mexican. He don't look at it as just boxing. If it's one of his Mexicans in there, I definitely gotta go with my guy, Mexico. I'm like, yeah, I'm black, but I'm not gonna just pick the black fighter if I know he's gonna get his ass whooped. Just because niggas black. That's stupid to me.
I'm picking
boxing,
the
man.
better
Just keep
fighter.
boxing.
That's it.
I'm picking the better fighter, dog.
Yeah. What if his record is 23-26 in a row? He's a square. Like nigga, he gonna get washed.
Yeah. Fist of Pebbles, right. Man is the new Hands of Stone. Is his hands wrapped? There's no time to take these hands.
And Keith was
He
talking
was
all that
calling
shit.
T-Rex hands and shit.
Yeah, he's got little
Right,
arms.
T-Rex pebbles. The T-Rex pebble stones. They get clipped up.
This motherfucker's like, woo, shit. Okay. I'm in the fight tonight.
He can't hurt me. Look at his little arms. Like, yeah, that nigga dropped you in the first round. Dude, hit you to the body and made you spit your mouthpiece out.
He forgot about them big ass legs. Shit.
Y'all please tell me that Robert did not agree with this shit. Paulie said black fighters don't sell, and Garcia agree with that? That's what he
Garcia would have to be fucking retarded because your fighter prior to his contract right now was Mayweather.
Yeah, I'm like, how did Mayweather sell then?
So that kills the whole black fighters don't sell shit.
How come no one has surpassed Mayweather's numbers, my friend? How about
that?
Yeah,
remember when you were saying that's the gloves they gave us? Would you forget that? Erase that shit from your memory? Like what the fuck? Like,
You
what do
know
you think
all
it was?
about what that B side is about.
Your boy retired. Your fighter retired after that fight. What is he talking about? He was like fat
You
rat
know what I
now.
call
That motherfucker.
convenient amnesia. You know what I'm saying? It's like they conveniently amnesia when it suits their narrative or whatever the agenda they're trying to push, like Paul dumbass or Robert Garcia and agreeing with that stupid shit in that statement. You know what I'm saying? That itself, hell yeah, you need to be fired for some stupid shit like that. That's fucking racist as fuck. Oh,
Yeah,
black don't sell. What the fuck are you
yeah.
talking
I
about?
guess AJ ain't the top notch right now. I don't know what the
I guess
fuck you
not.
talking about.
Right. I
Paulie
guess
elaborate,
AJ, this shit is a fluke.
Paulie to elaborate on his comment and stuff. Like, what the fuck did you mean? Like, please elaborate, sir. What are you talking about? Explain yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. That's just you got to make it make sense, man. Break it down. Like you got to surpass. If you're gonna try to say black fighters don't sell, well then, which
Does
fighters you talking about? Which
how
black
the
does
fuck?
fighters
Robert
don't?
does Robert Garcia only train Mexicans, or does he have people of other races in his gym?
I
He
think
got
he
other
got other races, right?
races in the gym. He got other races in the gym for sure. Not that many, but he got other races in the gym. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like this. Like Golden Boy has other races on their, on their roster, but they highly promote the Mexicans, super highly promote Mexicans.
I'll say this though. I think it's kind of natural for you to root for the people who are from your area. But when it comes to you making a real academic pick on something, like where people want your expertise, you can't just sit here and be nationalistic when you very well know that this person is not the favorite to win the fight. If you're asked a question, who's going to win the fight, who's the better fighter, you pick the person who's going to win the fight, not just to go with your nationalistic pride. I mean, you can root for the guy, but that don't mean you think he's gonna win.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now
Okay?
let me try to get all the facts because I don't want to,
Well,
misquote what
uh,
Robert agreed on. But D. Romero said Paulie said Eastern Europeans were the dominant force in boxing, and Robert agreed. So he didn't agree to the black fighters didn't sell, or did he agree to both? Like which one? I don't want to just
he ain't say
false
yo,
false.
he ain't say force though. What it made it fucked up. He said species. He said the European
What?
species dominant. Yeah, he said the European species.
That ain't got shit to do with boxing. That's taking it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, yeah.
Nigga said
What?
species.
Yeah,
Nigga,
nigga, that's
nigga,
not even
nigga,
boxing related. Nigga, that's
That's
life
fucking
related.
super. Yeah, that's super fucking
Genetics.
racist.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's super racist, dog.
That's scientifically racist.
Wait a minute, it's not even a boxing topic, my dude. Damn. What?
this
No
nigga
way,
ain't even gonna
Robert.
beat
No
me.
way Robert Garcia agree with that. So you mean to tell me, Robert
The
Garcia, you don't
species.
love Mexicans that much if you think that shit, never mind.
the different
It's
species
crazy.
of humans out here, I guess, huh? That's what that is.
Now
The
we ain't
most
human
dominant
beings and shit.
species?
Nah, hell no. Now we specimens.
Now we
Yeah, now we ain't even human beings together. You know, now we're different species and shit. Fuck, man. It's fucking awful,
Wow.
man.
Some people need to just hold mitts, man. Shut up.
Niggas got hit too much, boy. It's
Yeah,
showing.
man.
Like,
Awful.
yo. Stay away
What
from
a
keep
awful.
keep a camera out that nigga's face.
I will say this, man. In 2020, a lot of fighters or professional boxers been humiliating themselves, man. Or people in the motherfucking sport of boxing. Got a lot of motherfucking humiliation going on.
Habitually,
Niggas,
continuously.
nigga on repeat.
Yeah, dumb shit after dumb shit. It's like, damn, you ain't learned from this motherfucker mistakes. Now you out here running your yap about some
Yep.
dumb shit. How many motherfuckers done put their foot in their mouth this year alone? Fuck, it's a
Oh my
list.
gosh. Raleigh being the most latest, man.
I
Woo.
think the difficulty is some people they don't know how to check the temperature of the room, man. They just sometimes just need to shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing.
Man. Let me see. Rocket said, like I said before, don't comment on other race issues if you're not part of that race, period, point blank. You can't tell women what they're going through if you're not a woman. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, like right now it's a very tense time, in racial issues, and to be honest, sometimes you need to just stay out of that. If you don't need to be in a situation, don't be in a situation because it's never gonna come off good for anybody. Just shut up. If you don't plan to if you don't plan to stand on your square, if I say it, I say it. Don't say nothing.
Hmm. Yeah, man, for
Mhm.
real, because you're gonna be having like niggas, having to apologize and shit.
You got
Man,
you
like
got
say
Nick
what you mean and
Cannon.
really say it.
You got Nick Cannon apologizing now. His grandfather was a rabbi, and it's like, bro, Nick Cannon said his great grandfather was a rabbi, and it's like,
Now,
how much?
now what is
How
that again?
what a rabbi?
Yeah.
That's like a
Jewish.
Jewish priest, a rabbi. Remember, he got into the whole controversy over so-called anti-Semitic remarks and what he had to apologize and backtrack and all that. My thing is,
Hmm.
if you're not willing to stand on what you say,
Hmm.
don't say nothing because you're not gonna please anybody.
Nah,
You know what I
right.
mean,
Just say,
just
say
shut
for
up.
instance, like just like the Devin Haney situation with
Right?
the white
You're
boy
not
shit.
right.
Now you're gonna apologize about it. If you're not gonna stand on it, don't say the shit.
Remember when AJ said that shit when he said like we need to support our communities and whatever, and
Hmm.
people started getting mad and he said if you think I'm racist, go fuck yourself.
Hmm.
And he stood on that shit. He's like I'm not changing. I'm not apologizing for what.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're not like people like Pali Malinaji, you just like running your mouth.
Right.
Just stay out of that conversation, bro.
Right.
Right?
Terrible clout. It's the year of the clout anyway. People just say anything just to get a
There you
headline.
go. There you go. But
They need
hey,
to go. They need to go get a line up, like an edge up, instead of they just want to get a headline.
but it's interesting though. Pali Malinaji took you could say his whole style from like Black Americans. This dude used to walk around with dreads, like fake
Yeah.
dreads in his head. Like,
he did have
Yeah.
that shit in his hair, man. That shit was awful, man.
right? So it's like, how all of a sudden you want to be
I
like,
gotta get a flame of shame to motherfucking Polly with them damn dreads, man. Get the fuck out of here with that, dog. You get
right?
the dreads
So
back now.
No, hell no. That nigga headline gone.
Thing is, anybody who
Hang out
got
on the side of the street somewhere.
Rastafari culture, religion, and background, why you got dreads? Especially if you're real white person. Why do you have dreads? Are you part of that religion, that culture? No.
exactly.
Right. So Europeans is the most dominant species, yet you trying to get dreads out here, fam.
Exactly. So I'm saying, like, Polly, just shut up, man. Just be quiet. Now you lose all your commentating spots. Nobody want to work with you for a while. You got to go sit down.
And technically, he was the first one to get his wig knocked off in the ring, right?
Uh-oh.
What you mean? What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
his
me.
shit was all fucked up. Remember when Paulie was in there with them dreads and his shit was going all over the place? They had to keep fixing his fucking wig. So he's got that.
Nigga,
He's
1, 2
got
and
that.
pulling up receipts. Wig piece being knocked off.
Knocking the nigga cornrows out. 1, 2.
Yeah, yo, remember that shit? They was all over the place, man. Looked like two chicks
Dreads
was
knock
fighting.
loose promotions.
They had to duct tape that shit.
No,
Damn.
that's the fight where they had to cut the shit off.
Yeah.
They had to cut the shit.
Oh.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And technically, he was wearing kind of like a dress too, right?
Oh
A
yeah.
kilt.
So this dude is, yeah, man.
He was on his Camacho shit, man.
That nigga went out there in his little skirt. He's like, I killed it.
Uh-huh.
I killed it. Hey, Trav says don't hold it against Paul. He kind of scrambled his brains in that sparring match.
Damn,
Oh,
homie.
That shit was hilarious. That nigga got hit with a crucial counter. Like, good counter. Like, what you mean good counter? Nigga, you the boxer, you idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Good counter.
Go hit him back. What the fuck you talking to him for? Out of my ass.
Go get that one back, nigga.
You on the other side of that shit.
Hey, yo,
someone.
he
That
never
nigga
got
there
over
trying to
that.
coach you. Like, nigga, how you coach and let the nigga hit you? Good counter. No, nigga, block.
And then
Duck, nigga. Like, what you always say? Bend your knees, nigga. Move
He's
your
like,
head.
woo, keep that shit up.
Move your head before you be garlic butter, nigga.
And then you know
You
what
his
the
opponent.
fuck is too though? That Paulie's not even a white person himself, man. He's a
Uh-oh.
mixed Sicilian. You mixed. You a mixed person of Sicily.
You mixed up in the head.
Mixed up in that. You straight. Connor done fuck you up. Scramble your
Connor done beat you into a whole nother race, man. This man went in there and mixed, and now he thought he think he full-fledged European now after that Conor McGregor sparring.
Yo, he never got over that though. He used to troll Conor McGregor.
Hey, Conor did a number on Paulie. He ain't never been the same after that Conor work.
Yeah, man. He never got over that shit.
Yup, he went
If
in
you
there
wanna,
bare-fisted.
hey,
He went in
look,
there
this is what you gotta
bare-fisted,
learn,
man.
man. Look, if you wanna make Paulie upset, get back, just put up a clip of him getting whooped on by Conor, even if it was just 2 rounds. Don't give a shit. Edit the shit out of that and put that up there. Good counter. Yep, easy work. I'll
And
put that shit up.
AB embarrassing his ass. Yeah, I took his belt and his girl.
Mm-hmm. Called his
You
girl up
can't,
in the press
you,
conference.
you can't brag about taking my side piece. You can't brag about taking my side piece.
My side piece. Like nigga, you a little aggressive for some side piece pussy, nigga. You a little hurt by this.
Hey, Troy said, "I'll stop Paulie today." That nigga be in there trying to do shoulder rolls on you, Troy. Poor counter. Good counter.
Last time I seen 40 at an event, I think it was at the Hurd fight, right? Hurd and Williams, right? And Paulie was looking so damn chubby, and his pants it was like he was fucking waddling like a penguin dog, like, but skinny. Like, he's chubby, so he like wore funny because his pants and shit was too tight. I was like, yo, you look like
Skinny fat. You skinny fat.
Oh nah.
Nigga said he was waddling.
We have to dedicate the next live to Paulie. God damn.
He called him the penguin.
Nigga, Paulie be looking coked up. Nigga, eyes be open, boy.
The next live stream, we're gonna open up with Crazy Angel, lighting a whole new flame on Paulie Malignaggi, man, for all the dumb shit he done to his career.
Oh man. Nigga, Paulie be on that. Nigga be on that booger sugar.
Trav said he lied and said it was a push. No, I wasn't no push. Push his fist into that nigga fucking temple. Shit was quick.
Mm-hmm.
Counter.
Show the rest of the tape.
Right. Put a beat on.
David Benavidez and the heat you put on him.
Oh man, man, that's the second time he lost his title
to the scale.
Yo, but then he was throwing a lot of punches and everything, right? So it's like, man, he's barely making weight. You would think he'd be gassed or hooked up, but he was throwing punches in there. He's throwing a lot of punches.
But that's him though. He a pressure fighter. He always threw a lot of punches. He looked big in that fucking fight.
Yeah, and that's against a guy that was only throwing 3 punches around.
What I'm saying is, he was in there with Angulo, right? The thing is, you was supposed to get him out of there, right? You tailor-made for him. My thing is, you throwing all these punches, but the day before in the weigh-in, you was looking drained. You couldn't lose that extra amount of weight. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on, buddy? You know?
Yeah, he said that. Nah, he was saying that he cut they ain't have the proper shit that fighters normally get to use to cut that weight. Like he ain't they didn't have a sauna. They didn't have none of that shit.
I'm about to say, what kind of shit you talking about to cut weight?
Oh no, not like that. But I'm talking about like sauna. You know how niggas get He was like he was working out with the bag. They didn't have no sauna, like no steam room type shit, so he could try to lose the weight.
Charles, my thing is
get to no damn. Oh, go ahead, Andrew. My bad.
My thing is, how come Angulo came in ready though? And with less money.
Hold on.
I'm just saying. But then we want to give the heat on Big Baby, right?
Nigga, he took half of fucking Walgreens, nigga.
Hey, hold on now,
That shit,
hold on now, hold on,
nuclear shit.
hold on now, hold on now,
Oh, you struck a nerve when I
hold
called
on
now.
now, hold on now. I'm gonna have to ask y'all to please give my guy Big Baby a break here, because
Right.
motherfuckers now are being given options to take
Ah.
drug tests or not,
Thank you.
and all this shit. So leave Big Baby alone. They set Big Baby up. AJ duck Big Baby. Free
What?
Big Baby. AJ duck Jared Miller. Okay.
Free Big Baby.
Yo, he didn't get caught. He got nigga. This is fourth time. Twice
No,
with the G Dub shit, nigga. He trying to bust his heart.
listen. Back
Right.
in the day, marijuana was frowned upon and illegal. Now
Okay, that's weed. It grows naturally.
we see the benefits of,
Okay, he didn't get caught with marijuana.
How are
Mhm.
you telling me all of a sudden now?
Oh man.
Okay, so what we gonna do with this G Dub shit? Are we sponsoring G Dub now?
Don't worry about G Dub. People now are being given options and passes to take what they want to take. Okay, so Jared Miller was ahead of the game, and he understood that.
Oh shit! Flipping the game.
Oh man.
Y'all disrespectful.
Free the Big Baby. I agree.
That-
Free Big Baby Miller, man.
Fuck that.
Big Baby the plug. He don't need this boxing money, nigga. He out here slinging.
Hey, you know what though? Hey, look, just to show y'all. Hey, just to show y'all, I keep the same energy with this bottle work. I wonder if Dylan White versus Povetkin is having testing.
Oh, they need to test Povetkin. Povetkin ass need to be tested at all times.
They both need to be tested. I want to find out if Dylan White, with all the testing that he's used with Vada, if he went into this fight without Vada testing, because I didn't get to check yet to see if they were re-enrolled and shit for this fight. So
It should be.
so.
Don't he have the what the fuck is his goddamn trinket he's carrying? The WBC some shit.
We can't do that no more, Charles, because we got 2 WBC champions that's apparently not about to get tested through Vada.
Correct.
Charlo twins.
Yo, but how many?
One.
So my whole thing is, I hope he's keeping the same energy with Vada testing, which is for every opponent. Because look, we got to bring this back up. He declined to fight with AJ because he said there was not enough testing. Now, if you take a fight with no testing, come on now.
These niggas, boy.
Come on now. And it just lets you know what time it is really all the way around the board. See, because the only reason why I ain't really go full-fledged on the whole shit, because I want to see if certain fighters are still going to be using testing like they've been doing. Or now they're going to use the same excuse with this COVID thing, like, oh, ain't enough time. And I don't use that as no excuse. If there ain't enough time, then that means that the fight shouldn't happen yet. Make it enough time.
If there ain't enough time, that mean your ass is on something. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you clean, you hey, come get it now and get it over with.
This nigga Rocket said Iron Kong smoking them jerk chicken cigarettes. What is wrong with this nigga, dog? What's wrong with this nigga?
He over here talking about free Big Baby. That nigga got so many needles in his ass. Pause.
Hey man, that might be so, but if people are being given
Here comes the bullshit.
if people are now being given options,
it's most definitely so.
I mean, allegedly. Okay, allegedly. We don't know. B sample didn't come back yet. We don't know.
Nigga, that shit probably melted. That shit probably melted the test tube.
These are allegations. Look,
Probably broke that shit.
Burn all
how you gonna tell me people are now be given options for drug testing, but Big Baby's all of a sudden the villain?
It's just bad fucking timing on Big Baby's part. That's what it is.
That's why I'm with you with that Iron Kong. That's why I said, look, Iron Kong onto some shit. We gotta let this man go. We can't give everybody else the green light and give this man the yellow light and the red.
Justice for Big Baby.
Justice.
Just ass. Nobody trying to hear that diamond studded horse shit. Motherfucker got caught with some shit, man. Got caught with some shit.
Y'all not listening, man. There's merit to my argument, man.
What we not listening to?
Big Baby was ahead of. Listen, people are beginning options now, Charles. Charles, you telling me if you got an option to go into a fight. You don't have to be, you can do whatever you want. You're telling me you're not going to do nothing? You're not going to cheat?
I am not taking some shit that's going to cause my heart to burst. I can tell you that shit.
You don't know that.
Nigga, prove this shit is deadly. What the fuck?
Oh man.
Don't worry about that, Charles. You're gonna win tonight.
Most of the boxing world say, you know what? All of them is cheating. All of them taking some kind of performance enhancing drugs. So, you know what I mean? Fuck that, man.
Angel Santos.
Wait. Hold on. Say that one more time, Angel.
You can suspect that everybody's taking some shit at some point within this year or the last 3 years, but you just haven't been caught. Come on, man.
Man, y'all niggas better use John Jones' excuse if y'all gonna do that, man. Just tell him he bought dick pills or some shit, man.
Justice,
Pentagram.
Love with that.
Pentagram.
That's what we need.
Nigga said he took dick pills from the gas station, man. Fuck it. It worked.
Nah, man. When they tested Baby Miller, he had cough medicine coming out his shit. He was fucked up.
Damn.
Hey,
That one,
is Big Baby Caribbean? Is he got some ancestors from
He's from his people are from Central America, Belize.
Okay. That's why. Hey, look, now we know why Iron Kong defending him and shit.
He's justice. You got options, baby. Options.
Central American love. Central American love. Promotion.
People trashed Big Baby when he said, "Look, man, I don't want to be in the WBC testing because it's like having a second wife. They want to know every way, whatever. But Charlo twins missed drug testing. Now, people being given options like, listen, man, take something, don't take something, don't worry about it. All right?
Exactly.
Well, Big Baby is a villain. Justice.
This nigga Iron Kong spinning the shit out of it.
Hey, man, he making some points, man. Shit. Play back. Y'all gotta let us know in the comments, dog. Free Baby Miller.
Sergey Deverenchenko's like, nah, ain't enough time for testing. You know what I'm saying? He don't see.
He didn't. Nah, he sure didn't.
Rocket,
he was like,
see, Rocket is not seeing Iron Kong point. He said, "Kong, we are not giving justice to a guilty nigga. Come on, no, it's not that. It's about keeping the same energy all the way around the board. That's what it's about."
The bigger picture. Stand back, Big Baby, and look at the bigger picture on everybody. Look at the bigger picture, then come back to us. Do your research.
Damn.
Change your view. You know what I'm saying? You probably start agreeing with Iron Kong and myself. But call it whatever. But shit's freaked up. And y'all can't fucking be placing all the blame on Big Baby and this, that, and the third. Y'all gotta look into shit, man. I'm telling y'all. Go research, read the book.
Fuck a book. He
Like
pot dirty.
That nigga sound like Robert Horry. You better go read the paper something.
Nigga got 4 different times he got caught taking some shit he shouldn't have been taking. That's 4, not 1, 4.
This man, I just don't understand why he wasn't convinced after the first time that Vada don't play out here. They're not playing no games. Fuck. You thought? They thought we was play pimping. Vada
He should have waited till COVID. That's the problem. He got bad timing.
But he got popped pretty much during COVID, right? Didn't he get popped during COVID?
Vada was at work. But Vada was at work. Now Vada ain't working.
I can't see.
No, I thought it was around the time period where
shit is so damn small.
Damn. Yeah, that makes it worse then, bro. That these motherfuckers is still taking fights, knowing these niggas been on vacation.
Oh, he gonna bust his shit. There's a big ass groundhog in the tree in my backyard. How the fuck did he get all the way up there? He about to bust his shit.
A groundhog.
He gonna shake the tree limbs and shit and make the nigga fall.
Oh, nah, man, I'm not gonna do that. I ain't like that. I love animals.
Yeah, this nigga, as soon as we get off.
I don't get down like that. Damn, he gonna bust his shit though. You can tell.
He said, "I love animals, but I ain't helping them. Fuck that."
And I ain't out here catching no groundhogs, man.
I can't.
You don't love him enough to save his life if he's falling. Toby said Chavez Jr. ran away from Vada Tester. Okay. Yep. And I was mad that Danny Jacobs was still fighting him.
Okay. Okay. Well, all of a sudden, Big Baby is the villain.
See, all these different signs was there though. See, all the passes that was given to dudes who didn't want to do VADA, we magnified the ones that got popped dirty for doing PEDs who did test with VADA. So to be honest with you, who gets more credit, or not credit for popping dirty, but who gets more props? The ones that test or the ones that don't test? Think about it.
Yeah, but you're missing the point. This motherfucker went out and got every fucking pill he could find and then took
He's
the test.
stupid. He's stupid for that. Right. But the point is, you got guys that's not afraid to get to test. Guys is willing to test every fight. They care about their health and what the guys put in across the ring is putting in their body as well. Then you got other ones that don't care.
Right.
Listen,
There's
man.
no deterrent
Hey,
if you're not testing.
hey, if the guys ain't testing, they need to get the heat too.
Y'all,
Period.
y'all missing the therapeutic.
The therapeutic. That's a hell of a word there, Kong.
Hey, man. I mean, in a court of law, we need to bring
Oh
out the book.
shit.
Okay. Listen,
Hey, is that one of the UGC commandments? Thou should not duck VADA testing. This should be added in there. God damn it.
That should be in that motherfucker. That shit should have been in there.
We gotta add some more because there's been a lot that happened since we dropped that commandments video, man. There's a lot more to add onto the list. Cause boy, with this new era ass shit in 2020, oh man, they trying to run this COVID as a smoke screen to a lot of other shit that's cracking. What I see.
telling y'all.
Kong, stop. That man's filthy.
Rocket said, "Big baby out here sniffing steroid lines off of McDonald's trays."
I'm not here to tell you. I'm not here to tell you he's not filthy. What I'm here to tell you is he ain't worse than nobody else who being given options.
Now,
Why
we
was
get what you're
the saying
saying.
they might be off? All the ones that even won't
he
test,
good.
they got to be filthy too. They
I
got to be
wouldn't put it
considered
past them if
guilty.
they not tested.
If you tell me I don't have to check the box next to VADA and it's cool, I'm going to take some things.
Some.
That nigga said,
Hey, look,
things.
hey, Iron Cole.
Yes, sir.
Iron Cole, I
Yes,
promise you, man. Before, like when they first was talking about this stuff, 'cause we was following VADA and how they came out with the report saying that they were pretty much shut down. WBC told them, look, because of all the safety precautions, we can't fund
Yes,
y'all
sir.
to do what y'all need to do, right?
Yes, sir.
And I was saying at that time, like, you know what? We got to be watching these fighters. If these fighters out of nowhere come out and they super hulked up or they calling out certain people that they don't normally call out, we got to be watching them. What do we
Okay,
see?
so then that means Gary Russell's on some shit
Big
right
head
now.
ass Gary Russell, little 122, 126 pound ass, talking about going to welterweight. I'm like, look at this shit here.
Mm-hmm.
WBC champion who ain't
That
getting
nigga,
tested. Now all of a sudden you ready to go to welterweight.
that nigga void raging right now like a motherfucker.
This man will smoke with everything moving, dog.
That's a fact. There should be some sort of testing. If VADA ain't doing it, they should be testing these guys, period.
They should be
Because
where like
how the fuck
something like
does Baby Miller get this type of heat? And these dudes ain't doing nothing right now. And they ain't doing shit. You know, all bullshit aside, and like he said, man, Derevyanchenko was like, yeah, we ain't doing it right now. So anyway, back to training. Like, hold up, hold up. Like,
said it in perfect English.
yeah, hell yeah.
No testing.
Yeah, man, it's true too. And if hey man, like, yeah, you guys right about that shit. But if you're dirty, you're dirty. But you got all these guys out here, and you know damn well they dirty. You know damn well.
Keith started some shit. Hey, it ain't gonna be no testing. I don't care. I'll take him however I can get him in the ring. Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna,
yeah, he was taking the wrong shit.
You're not gonna tell me.
we're taking the shit for the first time.
You're not gonna tell me
VADA
VADA
shit is like Super Saiyan.
VADA can't co-opt one of these American-based companies to go and do the testing.
That's true.
Man, he blew the dust off that shit. I knew this was gonna come in handy. Blew the dust off that shit.
Yeah, keep the same energy. Go out there and test it. Because if you're gonna jack somebody up like Big Baby Miller, you got to continue keeping that same energy on these fighters all the way through.
But hey, man, let me ask you a question before I get off. What y'all think is gonna happen to Benavidez, man? You think PBC finally gonna make the fight, or they're gonna find some way
For
to.
what? It won't be
But
unification.
yeah, but at least it's a good fight. I mean,
Oh
Not no
man,
more. Not like
he
that.
played. I think Benavidez playing the game, man. He know he gonna be good with PBC. You know he gonna be good at 168. He gonna get his title
WBC.
back eventually with his WBC. You know, you know what? That man should just move up because if he go up to 175, ain't no easy way out. Ain't no shortcut home, and you ain't got a title. So that means you got to get in there with the fire.
Gotta
It's
work.
an easy way to be. I mean, place to be at 168 at this time. That's what
168.
I think. Yeah, especially if you could lose the title and you know you're gonna get first dibs at his title back for the second time. So I'm giving that man heat. I think he's talented. I think he got what it takes to be a reigning champ. But if you ain't taking your job serious, man, hey,
Yeah.
it's the second
Yeah,
time you
bro.
got stripped
Second time you lost your shit on that goddamn scale, boy.
That's
the
yeah, two strikes, man. I mean,
title, man.
undisciplined. It just shows that
Like I'm
it
not
all
giving him a
points to
pass.
it all points to him
Him
being
with
undisciplined, man. So
3 pounds, nigga. Lost your title over 3 pounds, nigga. I ate burgers heavier than that shit.
Benavidez need to move up. Angulo was a punching bag, and his face looked pristine after the fight. Well,
He
yeah,
whatever,
looked
man.
huge.
man.
He looked huge in that fucking fight, man.
To Benavidez,
Yeah, that boy looked
I didn't,
big.
I didn't see the fight, so I'm like, because I'm like, okay, make the Plant fight no, because if somehow Avni
That nigga look like
Yildirim,
he really worked out.
because I think Avni Yildirim has some deal with PBC in America. If Avni Yildirim does not win the WBC belt against whoever he fights, because whoever he fights next is not going to be a PBC guy. If he doesn't win that fight, you might not never see that WBC belt again. Because if somehow Eddie Hearn gets Callum Smith to fight for the belt with
Mm,
Avni Yildirim, you're not seeing that belt again.
mm.
He gonna box that belt in over at Matchroom, right?
So you think
So
he gonna play? He gonna hoard that bitch?
because in the WBC rankings, Danny Jacobs is top 5. Callum Smith is the Diamond Belt champion, who was the second mandatory after Avni Yildirim. WBC already ordered that. So people are speculating, are they going to make the 2 mandatory, which was Callum Smith and Avni Yildirim, fight for that belt?
That's fair. That'd be
If
fair.
if Yildirim don't win that fight and Callum Smith take it back over to Matchroom,
Mm.
Eddie Hearn can box that belt in over there for at least 2 fights.
Oh well. Hey, you know what? That's just Benavidez's fault. He shouldn't have fucking lost the belt. Fat ass.
Should
Shouldn't
have
have lost the
stayed.
belt, bro.
Should have stayed your ass on weight.
Should have stayed
So
on weight, dog. That one fuck up. That belt could be, like you said, gone for a good little while. Just because your ass couldn't be disciplined during COVID. And did y'all see how Mauricio Sulaiman tried to like low key take up for him? I'm like,
yeah,
God damn, bro.
Where's
Like,
Where's my nigga Red
this
at, man?
is
Fuck all Mauricio's.
yeah, we're red at, man. Like, dog, this shit was terrible. He over there like he's one of our great champions, and it's just unfortunate with all of this COVID. But man, shut up. Hey, look, man. That's a lot of fighters that have come back to boxing and they've been making weight. But because this is your guy, you want to keep making excuses, and now it's all about the COVID now that it's making it very difficult for it. Look, man, you're a professional. Okay, you're professional. If them guys in the NBA wasn't hitting them jumpers and shit and putting the work in, and they come out there looking like ass, that's on them. That's on them. These are professional athletes. Ain't no excuses. So if you come back and you're going to lose a streak, well, hey, man, you should have been in the gym working. Shouldn't have been watching TV on social media or some shit. Eating McDonald's every day. On Twitter. He said WBC kicked me. What the fuck? Benavidez better work on his D before his head get knocked off. Damn. But Well, we almost 3 hours. Iron Cone, thank you, man, for bringing us
Yeah, man.
that
Peace out, man.
that flame for real, because we needed to be reminded about that vital work. That's one thing that we stay consistent with on this side is that vital work. So we seeing a
Justice.
lot of people, a lot of people. We can say that they pound for pound and they're undisputed and they Hall of Fame and Flame or whatever. Vada is fucking is beating all of them. Everybody ducking Vada. So uh, niggas ain't trying to step up to put that Vada on their resume like that no more. So shout out to the ones that still fucking with Vada though. But that's really all we got for this one, man. We got to see if Keith Thurman is really is gonna keep the same energy as he stated on Brian Custer's Last Stand podcast. Y'all get over there, check it out if you haven't already. The link is in the description if you haven't seen it yet. And Brian Custer's doing a good job, man, getting the proper interviews and asking good ass questions. So I just encourage him to keep doing his thing. And even though Keith Thurman is, we've had a lot of criticism about him. The
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker's still yet an exciting fighter. And if he gets in there with, say, like a Bud Crawford, I'm definitely tuning in. I'm definitely going to buy it, and may the best man win. I don't care because I'm a fan of Keith, I'm a fan of Crawford, Spence, all these guys, but I just want to see these guys mix it up. I'm not a fan to the point where I don't want to see them mix it up. That'd be the difference between certain boxing fans. You fan-loving ass fighters, y'all love to protect these guys. No, he don't need to fight this guy. I'm like, no, they need to fight. Keith and Bud, they need to fight. I like both
Hey,
of them. I ain't trying to protect none of these motherfuckers. Get in there and work, nigga. That's
hey,
how I
Black.
look at it.
Before I go, just like as you said, some fans all of a sudden saying they don't need to fight this guy. I was going to do a live today about how these Tyson Fury fans are turning into Wilder fans now, saying he don't need to fight Dillian White. I'm like, man, what? What's happening? What's happening? All of a
You should
sudden,
do it,
what's
bro.
happening? All
Bro,
of a
we
sudden,
just
people
said,
changing their
yeah,
energy.
yeah.
Nah, hell no. We on that nigga head. You fighting Dillian. You said you want to
No,
fight before 2021?
Right,
I
right.
I've seen some streams where people are justifying he should not have to fight Dillian, and I'm like,
Oh
and these
man,
the
you know
same
what, bro?
people who were saying Wilder's a duck. I'm like, what's this?
Wow, bro.
Yeah,
Right,
these the same
right.
motherfuckers. I'm telling you, man. They blow. They go where the wind blow, man.
I don't like this
Yep.
shit. So
But
Time
motherfuckers don't.
will
They
show
don't
you who the
stay.
real ones
They
is and who not.
exactly. Cause I be on. I could put a nigga name out there, but I could tell you one dude to say one thing, another person to say another thing, and he be the same motherfuckers in the chat agreeing with both sides. And these motherfucking two people got two different opinions on shit. Like, y'all dick tugging weirdos. You don't know who the fuck you. You don't know what you stand for.
Yeah, man. I seen this one lame ass nigga, man, flaming this nigga Fury for not wanting to defend his belt and dropping the belt, whoop de whoop. And a nigga that he did fucking defends all the time did the same shit.
Oh god.
I don't like this
Nigga,
shit,
this,
man.
this, this the most moistest channel in life. In life, my nigga. You can't flame a nigga. You gonna flame one nigga for doing something, but won't even flame the same nigga that you always defend all the time. He did the same exact shit. Dropped the belt to avoid a fight.
Yes, who you like, you see.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that. Is get your ass in there and defend.
Anyway, man, y'all peace out. Y'all have a nice day. Charles D, Angel
Yeah, man.
Santos, Black, 1-2 Kid. Y'all have a nice day.
The
All day.
WBC booted 1-2 kid off. He's in the
Oh,
he's in the chat
In the
somewhere.
bushes. In the bushes. That's what we got.
Rocket Strike. Justice for Big Baby, please. Have a nice day.
Shout out to Hey, real quick before we get off, man. Flame and shame to you moisturized ass channels, man. You fanboy channels, man. Flame and shame. Too much moisture, and that's a big reason why boxing is where it's at right now. You guys is just spilling too much moisture. You're not keeping the same energy. You can talk about keeping the same energy, but you don't. Keep it 100. Everybody in the
Ugh.
live chat, everybody that keeps it litty, always. Angel and Charles D, y'all can take the
You.
floor, man. We're gonna close out, bro.
Oh, I'm Gucci, nigga. I'm about to pass the fuck out.
Charlie Brown and actual facts.
Santos. Nah, I'm right
But
here.
thank y'all for tuning in, though. Good live stream. Hopefully, we see some great work.
Shit, I'm right
before the
here.
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. That shit messed up my signal. But
Nah, I'm good. I don't know what Santos is. You know that nigga probably looked left, and you know how his shit go.
yeah, exactly. But that's really all we got for this one, man. Thank you for coming on, bro. Go get you some sleep, nigga. I know you tired.
Yeah, you know, nigga gonna take a nap. Oh shit! Look what Iron Kong done started.
Just for the big baby.
God
Yeah,
damn it!
man. It's gonna
He
be
done
cheeseburger shirts all over the place, man.
with a needle sticking out the motherfucker.
With a needle stuck into the bun
Done converted Toby into this shit. Look at this
and
shit
lettuce
here.
hanging out on the side.
That ain't lettuce, nigga. That's the G Dub.
That's the G Dub slime grease.
Yeah, that's that shit. The heart buster right there, sitting right there on the picture. Shit.
The skull crushing juice, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we out of here, man. Playback gang. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And UGC. We out.